there's no rig, it's just tip pot.
Hello and welcome to Rivers Casino in Pittsburgh. I'm David Tuchman. We are here for Poker Night in America, the cash game. 2550.
What's your name?
No limit hold'em with straddles. Playing seven-handed. Kind of a new format for us.
I think I'm gonna have to.
And we're going to continue playing seven-handed.
Nice hand, nice hand.
Got a stacked table, as you might expect.
You got it.
Top right corner of your screen, that's Sam Ganzfried. He was one of the graduate students that worked on Claudico. More on that in a little bit. Next to him on his left, Jennifer Tilley. Yes, that Jennifer Tilley. David Eldridge on her left. Eldridge is kind of a local high-stakes player here in the Pittsburgh area. Matt Glantz, Phil Laak. Our most recent Hall of Famer, Jennifer Harman, and then David ODB Baker, rounding out our seven.
So I walked all the way over to the poker and I said, where's the red carpet?
I get to pick my reason
I mean, I'll take it into consideration.
Black chips are 100. The blue chips are 25, kind of blue-green ones. Orange ones are 1K. Get a raise from Ganzfried, a 3-bet from Glantz, and we'll go around that. I'm David Tuchman. Welcome to the Twitch chat. I can see Raven Darkheart, Wigmaster. Beat Me 31. Pena 007. All in there, guys. Thanks for joining us, man. We're going to be here all weekend. A lot of fun.
I can tell.
10 high flop, 2 hearts out there. So this is a 3-bet pot. You can see the pot in the top left corner of your screen. You can see the players in the bottom left corner of your screen, percentages, so forth and so on.
Money does not play.
I like the olden days. The olden days was pure. Because look, it's already restricting. Like, it's more fun though.
Phil, give me 100.
Kid Kazi.
That way you can pay that tip.
Thanks for the tip, man. Appreciate it. So check, bet, call on the flop. Pretty standard so far. King of clubs might save Ganzfried a little bit of money. Now it's a situation where not only you cannot beat the overpair, but you also can't beat ace-king. Glantz checks it back.
10 feet away, rob them.
And he was like 400 pounds. So it's like, it was really hard to like go incognito.
One more check from Ganzfried. Pretty easy value bet for Glantz.
Yeah, that's the first, so 5 seats.
All right. Players, once again.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were playing a small one.
Looks like $1,100.
Any movies? You filming anything exciting?
I'm filming a television pilot next year. That's like Sopranos.
Sopranos type?
It's yeah, but it's top secret.
Top secret?
That's all I can say.
Can you say, is it a Netflix type or is it a local, mainstream network?
It's like, I can't say.
You can't say, but it's
Yeah,
exciting.
well, we're filming in New York. It's about the mafia.
Awesome.
Very exciting.
Good. Is it any good?
I think the script is amazing, so we'll see how it turns out.
So I mentioned Claudico. Sam Ganzfried, one of the graduate students that worked on that.
I'd love to see you on that too.
They want me to be on it.
I might watch.
Yeah.
It might be the first season I watch.
Claudico played 4 of the best heads-up players in a match called AI versus Brains. Pretty cool stuff. Doug Polk, Jason Les, Bjorn Lee, and Don Kim played against Claudico in a series of heads-up matches. Brains did win, but Claudico certainly proved its merit in that match. They played here
That'd be amazing.
at Rivers Casino.
Dancing on I Bet You.
No.
So it would be out the first week, I think.
Oh yeah.
Ganzfried's going to pay him off.
Week.
You have to Google I Bet
Good start
You.
for Matt Glantz.
It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
funniest.
I used to watch that show. I used to DVR it.
Checks out. Story checks out. At first I didn't know how to count. I was doing, hey, that's 100, 250, overpaid. 4 quarters per 100. It's 4. It's still, they haven't changed that.
We are aware of the audio sync issues. That's always going to be a problem at the start of our show.
What?
Jesus.
It takes our wizards here a few minutes to catch up because they've got to see it. And once we do see it, we will fix it. But remember, since we are on a 30-minute delay, we can't fix what already happened.
You're the same hand, obviously.
Todd's henchman has aces. Very
Suspicious.
Very suspicious. I'm gonna start running here.
We couldn't do it the first hand because that would look really suspicious.
Yeah.
Second hand.
They missed you and gave to me the first hand.
Yeah. That's what Dave had when he raised you. Aces.
You had aces?
He had aces also. Of course.
If you sit around long enough, and then somebody always gets a hand good enough to lose to the guy who had the better hand. That's the nature of this game. Why do people keep coming back to it? It seems so masochistically basic.
So, Poker Night is always on your seven-handed now?
No,
You're
just
always
this,
trying
this
to get a
trip.
hand to play with. You don't know if you're
trying a new thing. You like, because like if you watch, so sometimes nine-handed gets a little
I was nervous. You were on the button. I thought you were gonna raise me
discombobulated with
just
everyone
'cause
talking at the
that's
same
what
time.
you
So we're
do.
seeing like seven-handed makes a big.
You got it.
You got it, young lady. Take it. It might be better. It might be worse. We'll take my money. No way to know
Someone I
unless you
never
try
play
it.
together.
Yeah, it's no fun
It's
beating
not
a
easy.
girl.
There's no
There's no
wins.
fun
There's no
losing, win, nothing.
lose.
Yeah.
Lose.
Then you get in a big
Because what?
fight.
Am I
Tries
better
to
like
hotel room.
Tell me what happens to me. I have to know. The lighting?
There's no win.
Is this better? Okay, thank you.
Better in the camera.
Now, is this
I don't
good?
think it's possible.
I'm never ever gonna move. It's the lighting? Or you just said the lighting just to make me move?
Don't let them block you.
Where's my camera? Are you the camera guy? Who's the camera guy? Me? Okay, good. Oh, that
You're
one?
listening to the voices at the table. Jennifer Tilley there.
Okay.
While the players at the table are talking, I'll do my best to shut up. If you want to join the show, we like to keep the show as interactive as possible. You can always tweet me at Tuchman Sports. You can also join us.
Half a hand.
Once again, twitch.tv/PokerNightTV. That's where we'll be all weekend long. And you can join the chat room.
Hot tea with cream and
So I
also
like to enjoy my game.
Thank you.
Oh, I like that ring.
Check on that ace-9 deuce flop. Board pairs in the turn.
Such a luck box over there.
Baker's a shark. Don't let his schoolboy looks fool you.
Oh, I get so
That guy's a
nervous.
beast.
Bills in a hand.
I've made two football bets with him and one with his wife. Got hosed on every single one. Stay away from him.
He's probably even more nervous because he's in the hand with the great David Baker, too. Not just anybody.
Can't help.
There you see it, the great David
I
Baker.
can't beat the great David Baker.
Might have
There are
saved
the
you money.
great David Baker and the not so great David Baker, depending on the time of day.
You probably saved me $1,000 or $2,000.
Good fold, Phil.
You were in a
Good
bomb?
lay- Good laydown.
Why? I thought I had the best hand. I was gonna start betting.
Okay.
I was gonna take over.
How can I check when you have eight? When I have 8 high?
Yeah, they high.
See, now he's trying to get under your skin. He's just, now he's doing
check.
a
That,
little.
that hand makes perfect sense.
You can't check 8
He
high.
fiddled me. He played me like a fiddle.
He fiddled you.
Are other people going to straddle if I start straddling? We
Look,
straddle
he
around
wants
these
to
parts.
crank it.
I mean, he
David,
probably
how
had.
much do you have in
I
front of
mean,
you?
10 high would make sense too.
Probably about 20,000.
I was fiddled.
How much does everyone have?
7, 6 clubs or something.
I have
most, right?
9,075.
Okay, I have 10.
I had 10, but then I played a pot with Phil.
I have less than 10.
You had.
I'm the worst.
Straddle pot, so this is 25, 50, 100. David Eldridge was on the show last year. Like I said, he's kind of a high-stakes player in the Pittsburgh
You
area.
have a 9. You probably did.
Pretty quiet guy.
Supposed to lose like 8.
He's got a well-groomed beard. I think we just sit here and make fun of the players at the table.
I think you played it well.
So easy at this particular
You played
table.
it well, Phil. You played it as well as you
It could have been one of those hands where
Hall of Fame
in
fold
theory
coming
I
up.
played well, but I played poorly.
This is why she's in the Hall of Fame. Look at this fold coming up.
You would play this. You want to play my discard?
This is a Hall of Fame fold right
I'll
here.
take those two, for sure.
I'll switch for the discard.
Okay.
Oh man. No, but we tossed mine away. Like, I don't need
that-
to know what I have in the hand.
That's why you're in the Hall of Fame. It's hard. You wouldn't get
I'm just
mad if
baffled
you just
because
folded.
8 high just.
So straddled pot, Laak's going to raise with the 9s. Gets called in 3 spots. Pot's now 11-25. 8-5-4.
What?
9's still in the lead. You can see the percentages next to the players' names.
It was clear. No, it wasn't clear.
Thank you, Strong Odor Man. You're probably right.
I thought you were going to see
I think I believe
I think I was so tired at that point of the podcast that I was ready to go.
It's possible.
8 or 8 side. They sound the same.
David Eldridge, it's up to you to make it 2 or 3-handed. Oh, it's heads up. Oh, I hate it. You have the button. Wait, are you sure? Isn't it like
Just don't put that thing nose again.
Yes.
1,600 and a quarter, and I asked that only in a question, not in the affirmative. So I get 400 back. Or actually, hey, can you break that?
Sure.
Big bet here for Phil Laak.
I put it out, but it's still being asked
Baker's getting stubborn.
in the affirmative, if you know what I'm saying.
Pot's over 5,000 now.
I'm asking myself, 16 and a quarter?
It's always fun to play with Phil.
I've been asking you too, I suppose. I mean, I don't know, like just...
That's what a girl does. A girl always puts a question mark at the end of a sentence. That's a girl.
This is where he shows his greatness. The great David.
It's an interesting river.
He's the best. He's the best. Look at him.
Baker
The money out of the Oregon money.
turns the rivers a straight.
The money. Grinds the money. Just on the street. All the people coming around to watch the show, you know. I checked, David Baker. Or should I ask
Bombs away for Baker.
David Baker?
Action back over to Laak. He can only beat a bluff right now.
Are you auditioning?
I don't know. Maybe I check. I don't know.
At this point, Baker's not betting a hand worse than a pair of 9s in the river for value. But he only bets 2,200 in the 5,200, so it certainly looks like he wants to get called.
My gut says just call really fast because you know it's going to hurt if you fold and you could have won. And you know that if you think about it, you're going to end up folding. So I really want to do the knee-jerk bad call.
How can you call?
Because I have a pair of 4s. Feels like it's just winning. I feel like you have like 8, 9 hearts or something.
You have 4s? What's your kicker?
9.
You have a pair of 4s in your hand?
I have 4, 9 of clubs.
Counting down
But I
the board.
feel like it's winning.
He can't even beat half the 4s though. He can only beat
Take this out.
like 2 of the 4s. No, he can only beat.
See,
Oh, you have the worst 4.
You can show me
It's the
the 9
worst
hearts
4 though. That's the
and
problem.
Show me the 9 hearts with impunity.
Yeah,
Or you can
if
show me
Dave
the
has any other 4, he beats him.
No, the ace. See if I can play so hard.
Quad kings with an ace is the high hand. Quad kings with an ace.
Is that what you have, Phil? Quad kings with an ace?
Don't show him a 4 because he can't beat any 4. He can't beat any 4.
Can't show me a 4.
He can only tie.
Oh, this is terrible. Did I just see this? Is this in there? That's in the
Yeah.
pot? Pot's bigger than I thought, huh? So that's 40, 33.
Can he ask for Jen's help? Would you mind?
Yeah, Jen, can I get her help?
I feel like he's more likely to make the wrong choice without her. That's respect, Jen.
One hand, one play.
I think you would help him, Jen. I think you would make the right decision. I don't think you will.
I can't take that responsibility. Stop trying to get
What does that
into
mean?
his brain.
Nice laydown by Phil Laak.
The great David Baker.
And actually, the bet was 3,300, not 2,200.
You're the closest one.
What are you gonna do, kid?
You want the money?
Can we call the clock around here?
No, because
Yeah,
you know
we call clock in these
they
parts.
just edit out the
Ghost
so it moves really fast.
Ghost of Grandpa says, wants to know if it's a cash game or a tournament. It is a cash game.
Monkey out of my mouth.
I was made a monkey.
Igor,
But
I don't like
all I had to do was do this, and all that could have been mine.
I didn't have to shot at the satellite, right?
coming after you.
Yeah, so those players are actually playing to get in this.
Actually, that's not true. Only one of them beats.
That's pretty sweet. I recognize a couple of those guys. I was in the poker room last night when I arrived in Pittsburgh. A couple of those guys were playing 25-50 PLO.
Hall of Fame.
Big game.
Whatever you folded.
So Eldridge in for $20,000. You saw that.
Jack suited.
No, not that good.
This is
It's hard to win a poker, huh?
This is what we do, David. we give you false hope. You get these chips, you're like, hey, I'm pretty good. I'm on a roll.
Hey, what's this we thing? Why are we a team? Why are we a team? Why you got to team
I
up
have this
against
freaking
me?
monster on my left over here.
It's all of us against you.
I might
I don't know. So why do you want to
Then
team
you
up
start
against
like
me?
crazy.
You really had a four?
You think you're always going to hit
I thought we had something, Jen. Why do you just want to?
I
would have folded a set though.
I felt like I was beaten, man. I just, whatever. If he bluffeted me, he bluffeted me.
That's okay, Phil. We just move on. We move on.
What did he
That's
call
what
the
we
turn with
do.
a bluff in the river?
I think he made it straight. I think the last card hurt me with the straight.
Yes.
I don't know. Whatever. I was betting it while I thought I was ahead.
Is that a straddle? I'll make it
Straddle.
400.
What's so much?
I don't know. I can't play masterfully after the flop like David.
Yeah.
Yes, you got to play it after
David
the flop.
also has not just the skill, but card rapport. He knows the flow of the deck, when it's going to come pure, when it's going to be brittle, and
That's why he's the great David Baker. That's true.
Check.
Now I need to get everybody to watch that hand.
He's beaming right now.
I know, because I'm so excited.
Tilly's going to check raise this on a 7-7-6 board. She's not really repping
On his
much.
phone. Usually when they bluff, they go directly to their phone.
I'm actually just tweeting. the
Pretty
last
easy
thing.
call for Eldridge with 10s.
50.
he has some sort of math.
He's got it. He's got it. He wanted to get called.
Van R-esque. We will be here. We're going to be here for a while. I mean, I want to say 8 hours. 8 hours of cash games. Not just today, tomorrow, and Sunday as well.
I'm not going to go to bed.
And then a tournament on Monday.
You gotta sleep well.
My friend just texted me he had King Queen of Hearts. I saw it on the stream.
That's logical.
Is the tournament going to be live streamed as well?
Oh, it's live stream?
No commentary, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on live. Anything you say, people will hear it.
So, yeah, if tournament poker's your thing, that's on Monday. Live cash games, though, today, tomorrow, and on Sunday, 8 hours a day. So 24 hours here at twitch.tv/Poker Night TV.
Until it's half hour in.
That's why I figured I'd send it now. It's getting close.
Because if you send it now, people click it and then they don't go back.
Right.
Wait till it starts.
Send it now, click it now, don't go back.
I just don't want anybody to miss those first
Live stream's
rounds.
half hour delayed, so if you send the link now, people
So
click
Tilly check raised the flop and then bombs the turn. Looks like 2,700.
Most people don't have attention
Maybe
span more than
28?
5 seconds. Us included.
Yep.
I know Phil has a really long attention span, but me and you, we don't have that kind of patience like Phil does.
I'll just wait.
The thing about David Baker is, it's not that it's just chiseling away one hand. It's like the guy in the twin in the 17th century.
Eldridge lets it go. Nice aggressive play.
Wrongly imprisoned, and he's digging his way out, and it takes him 20 years, and then he comes back and takes over the royal palace. And so he's the guy in the prison chiseling away at the. Doesn't matter what's happening. The consistency with the chisel is what makes the great David Baker. The great. It's not just
Somebody else said that about him. The same thing last
He
time.
just
Last show.
chisels and
Last time.
you can't do that.
Same exact analogy.
What was the name of that guy? Because it was a movie, The Count of Monte Carlo or something like that.
Count of Monte Cristo. Oh, where they
Cristo,
dug.
Monte Cristo, yeah.
Where they dug.
He's like the Count of Monte Cristo, but he's like,
Yes, that's exactly what I am. That's my nickname, Count of Monte Cristo. Isn't that a sandwich at Bennigan?
I what? What did
Cleaned me
it
up.
chew you out? What does that
Cleaned
mean?
me up.
We'll just shorten it and call you the Count.
the Count.
From a monetary perspective.
Once again, we're in Rivers Casino, Pittsburgh. David Tuchman here. Poker Night in America, the cash game. 25.50, no limit hold'em.
One of the days last time here. But I played with you at
Oh my
150.
God, the Hall of Fame raise right there.
tournament in Florida.
Yeah, yeah.
I played with you.
Did you do?
If I throw away
Oh,
this hand, I'll
how upset are you that
I'll get
David
yelled at.
David came in right
He's
behind
the
you?
Count.
Dave, you might have to switch seats with Jen to make it fair the rest of the show. She's not going to
The
like
Hall of Famer. Come on, I have to have some shot.
Just get a raise from Harman.
To be in the Hall of Fame.
3-bet here from Eldridge.
Great.
It's way overdue, I think.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you. It
Of course,
feels
you probably
great.
Yeah, they're talking about Jennifer Harman being one of the most recent inductees into the Poker Hall of Fame.
So, do they have a ceremony? Do you know what?
Yeah, I
It
went.
had binions, which is great.
Oh, so great.
I took my kids and I'm telling them, this is where the final table is. And they're going, what?
I went to her induction speech. It was great.
Really?
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Daniel did the introduction speech and somebody asked if it was a roast.
Daniel roasted her. he
Really?
killed her. Oh my god, it was hilarious.
Like, just in a funny kind of way?
Yeah, in a funny kind of way. Yeah.
The first
He
two
knows I
people-
can beat him up, so he wouldn't do it in a
The
meeting.
first two poker players I ever met was Daniel and Jennifer. Daniel Negron.
That's right.
We were playing
At Hollywood.
Game. It's called Hollywood Home Game. It was a WPT. They were trying to do like a celebrity Bravo poker, and then they had these poker player mentors. It was Daniel and Jennifer. They were very young back then.
Was that one of your first times playing poker?
The first time, no, it was the first time I think playing poker on TV.
Yeah.
I thought I was really good, and I was really bad. Like, anytime I'd see any kind of pain, I'd be like, Queen 3, I'd be like, I'm Queen!
It was like, we were there if they wanted to ask
Oh, you
for help.
Yeah.
you were like phone a friend. You were like the phone a friend people.
Yeah, but really bad people think they're really good. Like, I don't think I asked for help at all, ever. Just like kept raising.
Yeah, I don't think you did either.
I did not. And James Woods was there.
No
He
idea.
went out early.
Jen, it's on you.
Oh,
She said raise, though. She said raise.
did I?
Does she have to raise?
Oh, I have my hand is so insignificant. I forgot it was in front of me. You can probably tell because I'm talking.
Did we do the tip thing?
Yeah.
We already did it.
But James Woods
Please help- when
was
we do
like
our
one
change,
of the
please help
early
her
people out when he
remind
took
me.
poker really seriously.
skip
About
anyone.
2 weeks. First of all, I remember he ran up to you. He was like such a fanboy. He's like, "Oh, Jennifer, I read all your articles in Card Player," and I thought, "Oh, I guess she's like famous." He's just like gushing over you. I think you had like a leather corset on or something. I remember you were like, you're all little, and then you put on this like badass leather garment. And I thought, "Oh, I guess
A leather corset.
I should know who this person
I
is."
love James, but I just got done watching Ray Donovan.
Oh yeah, he's such a good actor. I smell like gasoline.
You guys are great
Oh,
fans
no,
of guys.
I smell it too.
Nobody light up a match.
Bad beats can get really bad here in this casino.
Gasoline.
They bring over.
What?
It's not gasoline.
Is it
It's just
natural
Phil
gas or
pointing on his
gasoline?
chips.
I hope somebody is like had a bad beat and is
Yeah,
like
so just felt burning up his
towards
chip.
the casino.
That's me burning on my chips. Yeah.
But anyway,
Phil, the water's in the middle of the pot.
Thing I read it to
Get
James
him in.
Woods like 2 weeks later at some cafe, and he remembered all the hands, he knew all the stats. He was like, I had this and this and this, and I was 36%, and then this happened, and then it was 79%. I was like, wow, I saw Queen with the 3 and
He's really smart.
Yeah. Legend has it he's a
Tell
member
me you
of
can't get any
Mensa.
girls when you're like a nerd, so you move to acting.
Right, yeah. Well, he gets all the girls. But you all have to be born after 1992.
1992.
92.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's that? 8 and 16.
It's like 23.
You should be able to figure this out.
If you can get young, fresh produce, why not?
I got it. Around 23.
15 minus 2. That's
Yeah. No, I did 20.
We should start a Twitch poll.
Time this makes.
What is your favorite Jennifer Tilly movie?
You're on a home.
I know what mine is. I'm not going to reveal it, but I know what mine is.
Make it seem more. You're not supposed to date
Your favorite Jennifer Tilly movie?
He loves to re-raise. He loves to re-raise.
Eldridge with a flush draw.
Stop with my little song.
I'm a call
Yes.
kind of guy.
All right.
I just call everything.
He had aces the first hand. That's why he
I think we should
He
play. You're
claims
not.
he had aces.
No.
Did he show you his?
No, I never claimed that.
I think we should play that. We're not allowed to re-raise unless you have aces.
I'm not that kind of person, so.
You can only 3-bet aces.
Here I go. Here, oh, I thought I was first to act.
I checked.
Okay, well, I'm gonna bet 4.
You realize you're sandwiched right now. That's a really tough spot for him.
I think you have a similar.
You know how
No, I mean, in the hand.
they have,
You're in the
like,
hand with the two of them.
sandwiches have like bread
right, I'm down to
and
only
then tuna fish and then bread. You were in a fish bread fish sandwich.
I don't mind being in the fish sandwich.
Eldridge takes it away in the turn.
Really soon, I think. I'm gonna check. What?
We should all do shots.
Okay.
Shots, yes, we should all do shots. This is a great idea.
You know what? I checked.
Where's
I
mine?
was thinking, you know what's wrong with this show? The show is. I cannot fight the force that is David.
I know, we need to kick him out of here.
Right?
Yes.
Excuse me.
I'm throwing a party. I can.
They told me to come in and just fire chips.
It's not like the other. It's not like
Just
the
fire a bunch of chips. I'm just doing what I was told.
I was watching this show.
I already had the rundown on you.
Always drinking on this show.
Yeah, usually.
Wait, rundown from who?
Poker is all about booze.
I can't give up my sources.
Oh, someone gave you the rundown on David Eldridge? What did they say?
There's different rundowns out there. That's the thing. So depending on your source,
Yeah, what are the rundowns? Put me in the loop.
You wouldn't
you could have good data. You could have bad data.
Once again, if you're just joining us, welcome to Rivers Casino. We're in Pittsburgh.
From Pittsburgh, but he didn't have
Great casino. Really nice card room, actually, if you've never been here. I'm looking forward to kind of checking out Pittsburgh. I haven't been here in years, and the city has been revitalized.
Lower.
So we are here for Poker Night in America, the cash game, $25.50 cash game. We're here all weekend long.
It went away. It's really strong.
Poker Night,
still.
PokerNight.tv.
David has a what do you call it? Not game theory, plan. Every time I'm in the hand, he's going to be in the hand. Okay, we'll see.
Weird.
See, David.
Eldridge turns the nuts.
One's in a hand.
Matt, I miss it.
Easy put every hand.
I know when I'm being needled.
No, because he played every hand. It's not just with you.
Okay, I checked.
So feel better.
Wait, I don't know what I have. Oh, I shouldn't have checked. Okay, but I'll probably bet this. Okay.
What's that?
Okay, now I'm gonna wait for David to act. Now I'm gonna bet. I'll make it 3.
Something then reversed, like saying I should have. But
Oh, no goggles today. I just realized.
Well, yeah,
Everybody's
showing what
playing today,
silly.
Yeah, you weren't prepared.
I
You're showing your face today. Are you wearing goggles tomorrow?
That's a good question. I actually brought the goggles, but I don't know if they come out mood dependent. So seems like it's always a favorite, but I don't know.
Oh, I think people like to see your facial expressions on the TV and stuff.
Yeah.
It makes it more fun to watch.
Right. Sometimes I just can't help myself.
Everybody keeps mentioning Primonti Brothers.
Go skiing.
Is that a place I've got to hit in Pittsburgh, I suppose? One of my buddies in LA said the same thing to me. Check out Primonti Brothers. I was like, okay, fine. Tilly checks. Eldridge obviously going to bet here.
Here are the hands that could beat Miss Tilly.
Tilly can only beat a bluff.
Very clever. On the flop, you check, and you have a jack.
Thanks, Corey Frazier. I appreciate that, man.
Hit some kind of gut shot on the turn with a 9.
Hey, David.
Unfortunately, I had a lot of fun working with Stapes back in Florida. And hopefully we'll get him back here again. He is in Europe right now.
In the morning.
Dude's in high demand. So he had some prior commitments in Europe that he had to do.
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Right. They should be able to, right? It's good advertising.
I think they want to drive people to their feet. You know what I think?
Yeah, these cash games get edited. Look at this. Tilly's going to pay him off.
We should take a 5-minute break, bring the cameras over to the satellite table and be like, hey boys, how's it going? And see, like, give them a little TV time over there.
Nice spot there for David Eldridge.
Into this game.
Yeah, so these shows get edited down, and they'll be available at CBS Sports Network.
The flop, I guess.
We also are filming a tournament here as well for our new show called Poker Night in America, the Tour. I believe
Can you give me my money?
that will air in early 2016 as well. Phil Hellmuth, Jason Somerville, Maria Ho, and myself slated to be working on that project. So pretty excited about that as well. So you can look for that at CBS Sports also.
Well, the day is young.
Plenty of time left.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, how much money is this?
That's 20.
20? Okay.
It should be 20. It might be. I never counted it.
Can I get some all different kinds, like reds and?
How long have you guys been going
I need
out?
some reds and some blacks.
Living in sin.
No,
How
longer
much?
than that.
11
Longer
years.
than that.
Going
You say
out.
4 years?
I know. You know what? I live.
Way off.
Work. Yeah.
That's why I never bet anything, because I'm always wrong.
We met in 04.
But if it's less than 20.
We met at the WPT.
Yep.
Look at Jennifer Harman sewing some shoulder, huh?
Then we started
I
living
mean,
in
I wanted to
sin.
date her, but you got her before me.
So I have.
I got to tell you, I know it's dated, but from my when I was young and flash dance years, that never gets old to me. That's just sexy.
Yeah. Time just slips by so fast. It's amazing.
Is that coming back in style?
I was like in.
Right? My flannel shirts are back in style now. I'm pretty excited about it.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
I remember so much.
Ray Smuckle 69 says, Tuchman, does your kid know Darth Vader as Anakin or just Vader? My kid is addicted to Darth Vader. The dark side is strong with this one. My kid is like addicted to Darth Vader. It's crazy. He's 2.5 years old. He's watched all the Star Wars and he loves Darth Vader. We actually we got a kitten about 6 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Named all black little boy. Named him Darth Vader.
Moving line.
And my kid runs around and chases him.
Old people are what?
Well, whatever your age.
Call my name?
No, whatever age you are, you just instinctively think that everybody 10 years older than you
I think we're going to have.
It doesn't matter if you're 10, 20, 30, 40. You just always think.
People's average age will be like 120.
They're always like 10 years older. And then you get to that point, you're like, no, I'm not.
I think you're 100 years.
Wow.
Laak's an interesting cat, man. I mean, obviously, most of you know this already, but drove over here from the hotel to the casino with him and Jennifer Tilly. And I've had some conversations with Laak through the years. He is just one interesting cat. So how's the satellite going? Let's see.
Small.
No, that's all we get. So Eldridge with 25,000 in front of him. Tilly rebought. She's got 15,000. Ganzfried, our short stack, $3,800 in front of him.
I don't know a lot about it. I've only briefly read about the genetic
research. What's your prediction? In what year will the average age be 130? Not average, the average
lifespan for somebody. I know what you're saying.
Not for an average person, but just like in general.
Yeah.
Is it not unlikely to be 130?
I'm going to go with an earlier guess than most, just because I think the scientists are so clever. So I don't know. Soon.
In what age will in what year will the average age be 130?
I think people used to live longer. Like in the.
What's the average age now? 77? I mean, I know it's going up.
480 years old. But they think that was based on fact.
This guy is very.
I think it's in the name.
I have to play.
I think more importantly than average age, would we want like.
Players here on the 1-3 list.
If we eliminated infant mortality.
There's no 2 cards I could have to fold.
What?
I said there's no 2 cards I could have to fold if you both.
What do you think the average age is right now?
I can raise, but I'm going to call it our raise for sure.
What?
He hasn't even looked yet.
I haven't looked. But
by the way, I'm asking our tech guy, the guy who does the stream, Brian, does a great job.
raising wasn't an option. Folding wasn't an option.
This is going to be fun.
I was too good to
Oh,
raise.
wow, this is a big.
Almost family
I was
fun.
facing somewhere.
Yeah, we just
I probably had the best hand.
we get
you know, I'm
nervous
playing
early
tight.
sometimes and jump chip, you know. And the few times I'm not nervous, I lose 1 to 2,000. So I like just being nervous and folding before the flop comes, because then it saves me a lot. My win rate is much more solid. I'm trying to get the win rate, you know.
Once again, poker players.
It's an interesting question. I'll put out there, you guys. When you play poker, do you get nervous? When you show up to the casino and you know you're going to play poker, do you get nervous?
I had it, kid.
Please head to table 2.
I had it.
I think this gives our show some local color. That they have an announcement every 2 minutes about.
I think it's great.
It's like we're in a real poker.
When the TV pans out, you can see the whole poker room. It's
See all those
great.
people.
So apparently Monaco
That's a good
is where
advertisement.
the oldest average age,
But people will be like,
89 and a half years old.
casino, they have a lot of 1-2 games. They have somebody had quads with aces.
Now, is that a cause and effect thing? I mean, do people
I want to get in that game.
do people that were raised and live in Monaco live that long, or do the really wealthy end up moving to Monaco, and because they have so much money, they can afford great health care, and they live to 89 and a half years old?
Yeah, one day we could have a lot more.
Listen, one of those Davids.
Another pot for Eldridge.
You know, this is a David. One David.
United States,
It's like Clash of
just a
Clans.
tad under 79. Now that includes infant mortality, I assume.
What you got?
So
Is that a check?
Yes.
Jack.
Jack wins.
the USA is ranked 53rd.
I thought he said how much he got because he's going to put.
That's not very good.
But he said
There's 52 countries where I can live longer in the United States.
I'm throwing away those hands.
I'm trying to get him. That's why I lost $5,000. You gotta sometimes not.
Phil will not throw away suited jack.
Japan. So wow, Monaco's like 5 years ahead of everybody else. So that's kind of an outlier. So let's eliminate Monaco.
I don't understand.
It seems like the average age among developed nations that have,
It's all sorts of stuff.
high level of health care is somewhere in the 81 to 82 range.
When you get involved in the theory edges, you're gonna.
And that's not median, that's average.
I was going to actually just put some.
All right, tip pot, boys.
So if you factor in,
And girls.
murders, war,
So I don't know.
Infinite mortality.
Live feed.
Poker night.
Oh, I got it.
Average age probably significantly higher than that.
It says recap,
like 5,000
read
just
more.
out behind. So
It's probably somewhere.
I tell you, if the average age does go to 130 years old, like Phil Laak predicts, they're going to have to come up with a cure for Alzheimer's. Otherwise, we're going to have billions of people walking around with no idea where they're going or who they are.
2, 4,
I don't know. I didn't
5,
find it.
6, 7.
It'd be easier if you put on a little chip.
Oh wait, now there's Twitter feed. They might
I
have
don't
a
like the
link.
little chips because it's hard to count.
Hey guys, if you stumbled upon this Twitch stream and you have no idea what you're watching,
It's a mess.
don't go anywhere. It's cool. We're playing poker. Okay, it's 25-50, no limit hold'em.
On the Poker Night
So
webpage
it's a cash
for the
game.
Stream.
They're playing for real money.
So we should.
If you have any questions that you think might seem stupid, there's no stupid questions. That's a lie. There are stupid questions. But
Poker night.
don't be afraid to ask them. And if you don't want to ask them in the Twitch stream, in the chat room, you can ask me on Twitter at Tuchman Sports.
Nolan could do it. Nolan, can you tweet a link to the live stream so we could retweet you? Thank you.
Thank you.
Is that strong?
I raised. I looked.
Phil's going to raise. Somebody asked why Phil is short stacking. He lost a pretty big pot early on. I don't think he's short stacking.
150 in a time.
Wow, good flop for Laak.
Oh my God.
I just looked at my cards and then.
Oh my God. There's no way I'm playing this hand with these two. Yeah.
That's why I got out.
Oh, but I am playing.
Well, I hope you lose, Matt.
Me too.
In order of who I hope loses, first you, then Phil, then me.
So the 2-seat, Jen, $50 penalty to you.
Wow, Laak made everything. He made his flush on the turn. He made it straight on the river.
Or not.
I know Phil has an ace. He wants me to bet into him. I'm not going to fall into that trap. Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
Unless you have.
I believe this is 4, but I might.
Phil hates to bet with me because look, you should have
Do I
watched
just
me.
give you?
Maybe I love you. I can't bet
Well, I
against you.
wasn't going to bet
Okay, I
anymore.
believe this is 4, but this would probably be.
You
I
owe
don't like playing hands against the girl. I can't win or lose.
Yeah,
like I just
yeah.
lost in my opinion. I mean, I have to take the chip. So
I have the dealer 50.
Yep, penalized for that hand.
Sometimes coolers happen.
Yeah,
I had to play it.
That was
a stone cooler.
nothing you can do. Sometimes you can avoid players, and sometimes you can't.
If I had
I
been
just
Sean,
hate playing against my girl.
if I'd been Sean Deeb with that hand, he
Okay,
would
can I
have made
just
a
have 4
bundle
R?
because he would have like kept bluffing.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
Sean Deeb would have been trapped in that
Not
hand.
me.
There was nowhere to go.
You just
Badged it though.
You called him
I
sick.
could tell Phil
You're supposed to play this morning.
depressed. I could tell he had a good hand.
Going upset.
I just, you know,
That
it's
ace
a
came
weird
me looked
dynamic.
so depressed. I was like,
Christ,
okay,
Jack's gonna be
Phil
able to play
just
tomorrow with his
outdrew me.
baby.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Just had it like
So
yesterday
sad.
or something.
Hey, did you have anything on the flop?
Yeah, a second
Gut shot.
flush draw, an overpair. I mean, an overpair card thing, whatever. Like
He didn't have a flush draw.
A king could come. In my mind, I
Okay.
would think I had a
Well, I hope
turned
on
the flush
they
draw.
say,
A straight draw, a guttery thing, like
they
a
say
middle
Jen plays well. She puts it in while she's ahead, and then she just stops betting. You know,
That's what they say. Yeah, that's exactly.
I make
the.
it 700.
$?
Yeah,
God, I wish Jennifer Harman would shut up.
That is a lot.
150, 150. That's 3, right? Plus 50. That's 350. 700. Not so much now, right? Yeah, I don't want to price
Makes a
anyone
good
in.
point.
Oh, David loves.
She says he plays every hand with me, but he plays every hand. It's
Are you
funny.
streaming with the
No, that's
5
funny that you said that.
No, I'm
She's
not.
like, you play every hand with
I'm
me.
scheming
You're
with
like,
the
no, I
guy
play.
when he hit his gut shot. Or maybe I'm not.
I get that a lot.
Didn't you make
Yeah,
enough flush
tell
on
her.
the turn?
Everyone says that about me. I play every
You
hand
had
with him.
enough flush on the turn.
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about him.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about me?
She asked if I was teaming in that last hand.
I mean, I can't just raise and fold every time, right?
Well, you can.
It wouldn't be an
You can, but it'd be
optimal
embarrassing from a Hall of Fame player like yourself.
All right.
It wouldn't be an optimal strategy, for sure.
Let's go.
Everybody is
Yeah, go with
it's fine. Dealer.
Nobody ever got to the Hall of Fame by raised folding there, Jen.
We are aware of some of the audio issues.
You know how they say I left my.
Rest assured,
San Francisco on my PC?
Our tech wizards here in Pittsburgh will do their best to remedy the issue during the next break. So Tilly bets 2,000 with the overpair. Harman with a pair and a gutter. Backdoor diamonds. Problem is, I mean, these players just aren't that deep.
Okay, Kev Math put it out. You just retweet the Kev Math. The great legend.
So if I go to Kev Math, I will be able to.
Yeah, it's cool.
Baker with top pair.
It's great.
And Harman's going to give it up. Action on Baker now with top pair.
You probably have an idea. I don't know how to play this game.
It's one of those obscure games. No limit hold'em. Thank you.
Baker's going to call. Way behind.
Oh, good thing that hand didn't flip up. That was just
Pretty embarrassing.
for folding.
2 10s.
Oh my God.
Right in the muck.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Look at, that's such weird timing. What is the timing exploit on that? Huh? What is the timing?
Harman would have turned a flush draw.
Insane, huh? Can you see what's
Actually, she would have turned a gut
incredible
shot
was
straight flush draw.
Wow.
See, the count
pretty
doesn't
nice.
care. He just sticks it in.
Wow, that's fascinating. Good. Wow. Wow.
Now you feel good, right? You got him right where you want him.
It's so delicious to see it unfold. Like
Bombs away. Tilly bets 4K.
instead of his.
What do you have?
7-4 clubs.
Yeah, straight.
Unveiled.
Straight.
Yeah.
He did it before. I told you not to show the 4 because he could never.
Looks like Baker's got about 9,000 behind.
6. What a beautiful river.
Most players keep their chips in stacks of 20. So the black chips, 2K each. Kind of the green, blue chips, 500 each. In terms of stacks, that is.
Tweeted that right at the time where you could go click it and see it.
I mean, this is
Destiny.
I just have a great life. Just enjoying my life.
Hey, while you're
2,000. Check.
Oh my
Bet
Lord.
2,000 call and now check. Bet a little more. Give it a little
Here I am,
something.
like trying to lick my
Yeah.
wounds for this small little
He's just trying to beat the great David Baker.
While you're watching that, can you tell me what
Yeah, when it comes
what
up.
Miss Tilly had? I think it's the next hand.
Yeah.
I made a really big laydown.
Did it?
I'll pop them out as they come up.
For a strat, I think it was a pretty big laydown for a straddle pot.
Anything exciting, Jen?
Part of the stick you can say,
Yeah.
Is it Poker Night in America?
you know how you do it? You go to your Twitter,
Nice laydown by Baker. Called a flop, but got rid of it.
Matt, right?
Just retweet
And
it.
then you look at his last tweet and you click that. That's how I did it. Anything else is
Matt.
complex at this point. If somebody just delivered a perfect little click button and the whole thing just popped up.
Jennifer Harman would have made her backdoor flush.
You got to get into Twitter. Twitter's the future of poker.
Here you have it.
Can we see a river?
I did have
I wish we were playing Omaha on this hand.
That's what's the river. Yeah, we're curious. We need to see it. It's curious time. Boom! 3 of diamonds.
Right in the gut.
No, for you.
Yeah, that's the one.
You would have done it.
That link.
I had the best hand.
You would have parent.
But see, this is a good thing. Now I'm not tilting. Now you get treated to
Take a look at our
funny Jennifer Tilly.
chip counts. Cash game, so if you go broke, you can always rebuy.
Tilly. Oh, look.
Now you get sullen, bitter,
You're
David
never
Baker.
sullen and bitter.
And now Phil's happy. He's like, Jennifer's back.
There was a little bit of that. A little bit of like, wow, you David Baker can be beat. I mean, not by me, but it can be done.
Yeah. Wow. All kinds of things.
Jennifer, he had a 4-7 of clubs that time. I had 2 9s and I folded on that scary.
So what was that? A
Overpair.
straight? An overpair?
He had a straight. He made a straight on the river with the 6.
Phil, you made such a good fold.
Well, I don't know. It was maybe an easy fold.
I'm glad Phil
But I felt
taught
like
me
I was
how to play
winning.
poker.
It's hard to.
Yeah, they're on a 30-minute delay, so the players are just finding out now
And then I did.
what they did right and what they did wrong early on.
I had to
Okay,
like.
let's see what's happening here.
See, I knew.
Tilly has been
Because you had it.
the most active player at this table by far.
Look at that. I was tuned in somehow. I didn't even know it.
Raise and take it.
Four of clubs. He's the best.
Jen just taking him
No.
down.
So a raise from Tilly, a 3-bet from Eldridge.
Nice hand.
Thank you.
Harman lets the ace-10 go.
You almost did?
Yeah, what you called?
That's what he said.
Back over to Tilly, who obviously called.
Raise and re-raise?
My kids say that.
Neither player going to love this flop. Tilly has a spade in her hand, and the best hand right now with ace-high.
You're always re-raising me. What?
Like you want it.
Two to only 5.
Here you go.
Well, my guess is this: that you probably made a good.
Eldridge gives it up.
And now we don't have to guess if I made a good fold against you. For the Baker Foundation, it was a bad fold, but for the Philly and Tilly,
Now we're even after I folded the queens versus aces versus you in New York.
that was more than 3,300. I was gonna. You don't know how close I was, bro. I kept thinking
I know, that was
he
a-
wants
that
to
was
show
like
a bluff so
11,000.
bad. He wants it because I know he does. Inside of him, he loves
I do want to
it,
show you a bluff at some
I
point.
kept thinking maybe the math of this hand can help me out and save 3,300. Can I find a way out? I mean, I know he wants to bluff. I'm like, maybe.
Everybody seems to be looking for the password. The password will be revealed later on, sometime between hour 4 and hour 6 of our Twitch stream. I'll be revealing a password.
My bucket list of things to do.
That's funny.
It's also trying to
You don't have that much time because he's not staying the whole day.
I know, that's why I've got to get to work.
Poker stuff.
It's all set up though now because next time I bet you're going to be like, well, he thinks I'm bluffing, so now he has it. Is he bluffing?
That's why it's easy sometimes when you get jumped. It's tough when you have a real hand and you're connected.
Yeah, so stick with us, and I'll be revealing that password later on.
Feeling when I get aces. Cause
Raise here from Tilly. Again.
aces, I'm going to get emotionally involved. I'm going to have to
Baker defending his blinds.
financially.
No antes in this. Baker outflops Tilly. Goes check, check.
All right, Jen, what are we playing for, 200?
200.
All right, you wouldn't fold this hand versus me, so I'm not going to fold it versus you.
Okay, good. I like that.
How would you
I
love
the challenge.
to see Jen take the rest of the stack this hand?
I actually don't want to check. I just want
Check.
everyone to
Phil, do you have that data requested yet?
Okay,
Yes.
either me or Jennifer have to
She
change
had
their names.
ace
I
four,
can't
so
take
two
it.
tens.
I know we have 2 Davids and 2
You're talking
Jennifers.
about me. I think you're talking about her. This is driving me crazy.
Jennifer, you're a sick one. Jennifer, everyone now knows that you had ace 4 when David had 2 tens on the 7-6-7
Don't
deuce.
tell
Why did I
me
ask?
that.
The whole world's finding out.
Why did I ask?
No one's finding out. No one's watching that.
Yeah.
But he asked me 10 minutes ago when it came out if I would share it with him, and I thought,
Phil, this is why I don't say the same thing with David would not ever, he would not have gone to check. He would not
he is
know.
he is
No, he
checking.
would not have.
It's not Phil's.
Straddle pot here. So 25, 50, 100.
if anyone gets
100 to call.
I thought I had the best hand.
I have.
otherwise then we're all going to be hunting our phones.
Right,
It's
we don't,
stupid.
yeah, we don't want to all
Whatever comes out, comes out. If I know
I thought correctly you did not
says, "I had the best hand, don't worry." He goes, "But I had pocket tens."
And I
She just
thought,
starts
I don't
laughing.
think he has a 7. That's okay. You got me on the gut shot. I gave you more money when you hit your gut shot than you ever gave me
when you fold it.
But I could tell now look what you created bad enough.
Yeah, but Jennifer, the thing is,
Yeah, the whole thing is
Jennifer,
we
here's
gave
the
Jennifer back.
Jennifer, if the culture at the table isn't share, once you get anything,
No.
then it becomes a whole 9 people looking at the
Yeah, it's
phone.
not
It's
good.
terrible.
There's
Just-
no
you get
nobody's
some-
looking at the phone. Nobody knows that you can look at the phone except for you. Or maybe Matt Glass. Do you see
I mean, I know you can look, but I don't watch
Do you
it.
see Sam looking at the phone? Nobody knows.
Just
you
be the,
created a
you
phone.
guys have this dynamic. You're gonna have to settle it with chips and cards. Don't
Oh, look, Phil knows he's in trouble.
I'm gonna have a talk with Matt. I'm gonna be like, Matt.
I'm thinking about leaving the game after seeing it,
Todd,
to be
like
honest.
Jennifer Tilly here, right?
Yeah,
Don't
no more
have
Phil.
that Phil Laak asshole play ever again. Because Phil told me, he said, you know, you're in fish get privileges. He said, when you go to your game, you can say, I don't want this person to play.
Now writer's embellishment has kicked in overdrive.
Okay, well, he didn't sell as a fish, but he implied that I would get certain privileges if I just asked for them. You know, when I go to my home game.
A little bit true, but
Yeah, like Noble, to eat food from
You pushed the
Noble.
wrong button.
Or like,
I don't know what I did. I just was playing cards, and then one thing led to another. And this is why you're always supposed to be the.
It's like
Oh,
straddle?
yeah.
Okay.
No, that's legal. It's a legal race.
It's a legal race. It's
In no limit, that's a legal race.
oh, so this is another thing that Phil
race.
did. I was in,
Enough stories about me.
yeah,
Just-
I was in a huge hand, lots of money
$50
going
more.
in.
There will be no folding here, that's
Phil
for
looks
sure.
at his phone and he screams. He's like, ah, like that. When I was in the middle of a really big hand where I had to concentrate, and then everybody was looking at you. Now, even in
What's that on a 30-minute delay?
yes,
So
even
30 minutes.
Tilly bets, Harman
in the
calls.
telecast, they're
Or
going
maybe the other way around, actually. My apologies.
A very big hand for me, and they're going to be forced to cut to you screaming.
Oh, yeah. Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
because people will say, "What is that?"
No, it was, okay, so it was, we had the graphics wrong. It was Tilly betting, Harman calling. So Tilly continuing to bet her jack.
Traffic can cause problems wherever I go.
Why'd you do that?
Harman with ace 10, gut shot to Broadway.
I don't know, actually. I don't know what's
Oh, you can see him like that?
We see it both ways, but
The checks and balances.
I mean, we just started playing. Is that really necessary to just go ham with ace 4?
It's, I don't know. I feel like I got woven into it unfairly. Now I'm taking all the lashing of me tongue.
I just want to know what Jen had that hand.
500.
Yeah, we're gonna get.
You made a big fold? Very big fold.
Well, maybe you'll join the club with me.
I think she just had an 8 though.
In
I think she beat me. I think I had her.
Idiotville with me.
Was it 4, 5, 8? 5, 8, 9.
Was the river an ace at least?
I don't know. You know, I'm not looking at it all the time. Just intermittent here and there. Sure. And it's the feed is dead.
Harman gives it up. Tilly takes down another one.
Come back in.
Tilly's won a couple of big pots today. She's lost a couple of big pots as well.
Is there commentators?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Tuchman.
David Tuchman.
Hi, guys. That's me.
He called me a fish on the stream last year.
Do you really? It's not like him.
They're mean to me too.
By the way, for you at home that are frustrated by the, annoyed by the audio sync issues, imagine how I feel. I have a hearing problem, so I actually rely on reading lips. This is like total mind fuck
You get to leave.
for me.
It's called pigeon's prerogative. You're like,
Whenever I watch a TV show and it's off,
They invite you next
I can tell. It just
because
it
they're like,
messes with my
we
brain.
can output
Here's
this.
provoked.
Pigeon's
So-
prerogative. I've never heard that term. I like it.
Phil taught me that term.
That makes sense.
That is a term. It's a classic old school term.
Yep. If the
Pigeon's
pigeon wants
prerogative.
In-N-Out burger,
Get a raise here from Laak.
Yep.
If they
want to
want-
smoke cigars in the non-smoking room.
Once again, straddle
you
pot.
want the cute red-headed massage girl that's not really a massage girl, wink, wink, they get it. Whatever the pigeon wants, the pigeon gets.
Yeah, nobody's gonna challenge him here.
Whale, not fish. But,
Yeah. Whale sounds a lot better than pigeon. It sounds a little more noble, really.
and he was provoked into it by a commentator.
Is that a
What, you were called a whale or a fish? Or-
Whale. It was whale, not fish, yeah.
Whales
better than fish.
Fish feed
Yes.
families.
Yes.
Whales are.
Oh, I'm out.
Whale's way better than the
whales
fish.
have pods. Whales,
That was the hardest pot. That was a well-fought pot. It feels good to win something. Thank you. That's my acceptance speech for the win.
Phil, I was going to play that,
You're on
and
the
then I
upswing
thought you
now.
would yell at me for playing out of position
No, I would
the
never yell at
cards
you.
that I was planning to play.
Yeah. You play that however you. I'm doing the strategy.
Phil, you know, you said it couldn't be done, but do you know that Sam invented a no-limit heads-up machine?
I did not know that.
Did you know that? And they had Doug Polk came out to Pittsburgh and played, and a bunch of people.
Oh, that's the one where they came up for. That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
That was. I followed that. That was very cool.
Yeah, it was super cool, and you were involved in the first
stuff in
competition.
the-
You won the
The
first
stuff with the
for
Alberta
limit.
crew. Yeah, that was fun stuff.
That's really hard to do
I've-
that.
In 1,000 or 50 years, those will be interesting, pivotal first steps in the
Station 13
AI.
number 30.
Ganzfried raised to 325 with threes.
Mike, Joe, Lou, Dave, and Todd.
It's a tough hand to play here. Because of his stack, specifically his stack, it makes it a lot difficult. It makes it pretty hard. I mean, this is a great board for him to put a C-bet out there.
Story,
I
man.
play
It's just
and I don't expect to bring people.
He's just not very deep.
I'm gonna jerry it off here and there. And
I think you have to bet this, though, obviously. You're not raising with threes just to flop a set.
trying to apply what I learned from the heads-up bot to this game.
He's the bot. He's the bot baby daddy. He's not the actual bot. He birthed the bot.
It wasn't him that was sitting there playing everybody.
Table 3, how many?
No, he
Yeah,
created the
3.
machine. oh, I get it. Yeah, no.
I give.
You're like the person that created it? Or
I was
like
one
the
of.
head
I was
person,
at
or the
CMU.
team?
We had a team. We had me, one other student, and a professor. So there were 3 people total.
What's your name?
Sam?
Dave.
Hey, good to meet you.
Steph?
So you live here?
I finished my PhD actually right around a little bit after that. So I lived here for many years. I actually don't live here right now, but this was too exciting to not come back for. So
Where do you live now, sir?
I now live in New York, but I'm not totally decided on my longer term plans.
Cool.
But
You like New York? That's a great city.
I love it so far. Yeah, I was here for like 8 years and moved there like a month ago. So I still feel like Pittsburgh is
Aggressive, this guy.
Not as Joel.
You're listening to the silky smooth voice of Sam Ganzfried there.
Funny because I feel like you've been winning all night, but I know you bought in for 10 and you have less than 10. It's because you played more than just the hands with
It's
me.
all in Miss Tilly's spot.
I don't know how you people like play and talk. And to me, it's like it's like I can do one or the other, and then I'm like,
big hand. Yeah, but it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to get
Phil,
I'm all anxious.
you're gonna have to play this hand for us,
I'm
'cause I
just
can't.
wondering if I'm just wondering if I got
Didn't
bluffed.
you like how McKeon kept going? You got anything? You
Yeah,
got anything?
same
You got
shit.
something good? Like
We couldn't defend.
Sometimes a
I
blessing
thought it was
not to
really.
get to-
I really.
Baker was the original raiser. He's going to put a C-bet out there. I don't think it gets through, and it doesn't. Tilly's going to call with a wheel draw.
Checked like he was squashing a bug.
Yeah, he checked very aggressive.
Nobody else is watching it, so
I can't get it.
if nobody
By the way,
watches,
for what it's worth, the feed is down in my.
Is that?
if nobody watches, it's the same as everyone watching.
It's better if no one watches it.
Yeah, I agree.
Just play cards.
I don't think anyone else is watching. But you can watch when you're playing the tournament. You can watch it. You get reads from Mark.
Board double paired now, so both players a 2-pair and an ace kicker.
Wherewithal to make it happen. My internet or whatever.
Matt, do you want to do a rule that I have it up, but I'm not really looking. But I wouldn't mind if we say no one.
I'm not. I mean, nobody else is watching except Phil.
Or they
Yeah, I mean,
Tilly keeps her foot on the pedal.
I'm not gonna watch either one.
Another bet there from Baker, and then Tilly calls. Weird bet from Baker. I don't. I'd love to ask him about that one. I mean, he's not getting 2-pair to fold.
An idea.
He's got showdown value.
Watches it.
That's fine. By the
Kind
way,
of a strange bet. Let me know what you guys think.
I don't-
Tweet me
I
at
don't
Tuck on Sports. Let me know in the chat room.
either way.
Weird bet by Baker.
request signal is full.
Turn this.
Watch it later.
Yeah.
25 to limit.
What's the kind of shirt he has on?
If you're just joining us, by the way, those blue-green chips are $25 each. Black chips are $100 each. And the bright orange ones are $1K.
David really wants.
David Tuchman here for the Rivers Casino, Pittsburgh, for Poker Night in America, the cash game.
I thought about what's that?
He has different motives.
Thanks for joining us.
I might
Tone Loke, Persian Duck 2013, Wigmaster,
It's possible we might get more
Ghost of Grandpa,
at some point.
Estuary PH TV.
Me and Jen.
Ganzfried picks up aces.
Deal hand for you would be
Tilly picks up King Queen. This could get her in trouble.
and turn and then get her for the river.
She doesn't like to fold pairs. If she flops top pair,
No, that's nuts for David.
Actually, yeah.
Pinnacle.
she could find herself doubling up Ganzfried.
And have her call with the worst and have you fold the
Yeah,
best.
that
That's
would be-
really like my ultimate dream.
That would cause maximum pain.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Fortunately for her, there at least is one king and one. There's 2 kings dead ready,
Going to get a special kill.
besides her king,
Big on the river and she calls
and
you.
one other queen dead. So very unlikely she will hit a pair.
You can't let it happen.
Wow.
Almost the click back.
Tilly's gonna 3-bet though.
So raise and re-raise.
Make of that what you will, David Eldridge.
David wants to play right now.
Yeah, no.
Over here.
What do you mean wants to?
It's something in the name.
I smell the repop.
The Davids do give a lot of action today.
He
Yeah.
re-raise.
I give action.
Both the
To
Davids.
see like, wow, you
Thank you, Persian Duck man. Appreciate it.
Well,
because
just
of the taste.
So action on Baker here. He's got King 5 suited.
go with this hand.
Try look.
This is a raise, a 3-bet, and then a 4-bet.
Go with the game dynamic.
I didn't expect to see that hand when she said that. I was thinking like Jack 10 suited.
I don't know what Baker's really tanking here for, unless he's considering a 5-bet. Wow. What a situation for Ganzfried.
I folded.
No, it's for play up to you as far as
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, I'm not winning anything.
Oh yeah.
What a situation.
Dreadfully, I have this sinking feeling that I might be thinking, well, let me just.
I mean, I knew Baker was never going to cold call a 4-bet with King 5 suited. He decides
38 minutes anyway.
to 5-bet with King 5 suited. The cards are correct.
Like, in the way I think about the game.
And the problem is, I mean, if you're Ganzfried, you really just move all in because Baker's pot committed himself. He can't fold.
I want to see what the average thing.
Yeah, and he's going to move all in.
The average poker player or the average person?
The average winner. I want to see the average.
I want to say he's probably moving in for about 55.
I don't know.
He's got more than 38. That graphic's not right. I saw he has 3 orange chips, so he put a couple extra thousand on the table. So he's probably got closer to 5,000, 5,500. So Eldridge and Tilly get out of the way, and Baker's committed. I mean, it's like 1,700 more. We're going to figure it out right now.
Does anyone at the table not raise this hand pre-flop?
So sad.
Oops.
Did you say all in?
By the way, anytime you 5-bet and then have to tank for the extra 1,700, never a good thing.
I don't fucking have anything.
Well, we knew that.
He has no money. Wow, you folded? How much? He doesn't have that much left.
That's why David raised.
How much do you have? You have me covered?
Kind of.
Yeah, it looks like the all-in is like an extra 2,000.
I don't know if you're going to win this hand, but I'll bet anything that you have the best hand right now.
100%. I have coverage, obviously, but I know that
Raise, re-raise, re-raise, re-raise. Everyone's got nothing.
he's the only guy I had to get through.
The only reason I raised is I didn't want everyone to come into the pot because I had
He has like 6,000.
Yeah, 6,000?
Yeah, they're saying Ganzfried's got a little bit under 6,000, so like another 2,100, we'll say, over to Baker. He's getting almost 5 to 1. He can't fold.
I don't think you do.
I mean, he's just in a world of hurt.
You have to turn your hand
What do you have? Do you have another 3,000? I have to call him getting 2 to 1. Can you put the forward? Let's go.
Right. I thought this is so. It's
Yeah, you're right. I thought he had more money. I probably should.
Persian Duck, ever the optimist. Spades are pretty live. Yeah, this would be awful beat.
Oh, yeah, I hope I have to.
I mean, there's only 1 king left in the deck, so.
I want to see these tickets. I want to see these tickets.
I request to see that hand.
Hey, do we have some,
You don't
can I
have
get some
to
chips?
this day.
That's even empty after that hand.
You don't have to.
I mean, the thing is, if Ganzfried had opened with pocket jacks,
You're not turning it up?
Do you guys
that play might work.
Turn it up, boys.
Well, he's not going to turn.
I mean, if he had jacks, and you get 3-bet, 4-bet, and then 5-bet in front of you,
I think he has aces.
the jacks might go in the muck. Both king queens go in the muck. Baker catches a little bit of. There's 1 king left in the deck. There's 2 5s left in the deck.
No, you don't want to put 2 kings because that's the worst matchup.
Ace king, ace king.
I'm sure.
I just had to get through the good hand.
That is a good flop, you said.
Yeah.
Ganzfried actually makes the wheel on the river. He's going to win that one. But I mean, what? Let's go.
All sorts of out.
Let's go. Wait, wait.
Put it in like
Slow motion for
Yeah,
Sam.
you can
Give him
make
the
a straight.
full,
I think
entertainment value.
you
Oh my god.
Straight. How much did I get? All I gotta do is get through the one guy.
So they're going to count that one out. Okay, I'm going to ask the Twitch audience out there. We know what happens, obviously, when Ganzfried has aces. Very easy. And we can see the cards, so it's really easy for us to figure out, what we would do. But let's say Ganzfried opens with jacks. You get the same 3-bet from Tilly. You get the same 4-bet from Eldridge. And Baker decides to 5-bet with king 5 of spades. Does Baker win that one without a flop? How does it play then?
Yeah, that's really cool. In some ways, the call like that kind of parallels that guy Joe, who I haven't heard of.
Take a look at the chip counts here. So Ganzfried doubles up there.
Blocking chip you don't have a number of dollars or chips. You have blocks.
I think he's even got more than that, by the way. Ganzfried, I think he's got closer to 12,000 now. Because we figured out that he had about 5,800. He doubled up, plus there was some dead money in the pot as well. So, probably got a little bit over 12,000 now. We'll keep track. Wigmaster says the Jack folds, and if the Jack folds, then
That was an illusion.
I mean, it just turned out, really bad timing by Baker.
I got the king 5.
But his read was correct in the fact that he thought Tilly and Eldridge were somewhat light.
You have to gamble.
I'm not.
You have to give
If you would have folded, if they would have folded, you would have been in there with David.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
It would have worked.
Might
This
have,
king
yeah.
5 would have worked.
That's what you like to see.
Sam, in
with
the game that you
aces,
put
like,
in
he raises
Sam,
it when you-
Sam, when
Not
you train
How
the
can they
robots,
not have it?
do you
How can they
train them
not
to
have
get it
it
all
in
in
that
with king
spot?
5
So Tilly opens. Harman 3-bets. That's her first 3-bet of the day.
I think because you're a computer.
Harman's gonna Tilly's gonna call.
Roll over. You know, to the king 5 jams. You know, like that's what they, because you wear glasses, I can just bully.
Not exactly the flop you're looking for if you're Tilly.
It doesn't mean you
You
can
had to
just,
get the bacon.
you have to be nice to the guy. These great breakthroughs.
How can he have it? How do they have it every time, Phil?
When there's 6 raises in front of you at a 7-handed table, somebody probably has.
Somebody might have something.
He's got the perfect spot to flat his raise too because he's got Jan and David behind him, right?
Why is that flop
That's a perfect spot.
All I know
smart.
is I want to play with David Baker every day.
So we lowered the table audio just a touch, guys. So if you can't hear it, we do apologize. Obviously, having a little bit of audio issues here and there. We're going to try to fix them during the break.
I raised. He straddled.
Oh,
and I
straddle. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, it was just a straddle.
Yeah, it was the cool 7 bet.
You know, the funny
Just
thing
say
is,
you have like a small pocket pair and that's like a feeler.
But in the
bet.
future,
I don't know if you read this book, but I read a long time ago when I read poker literature. Hey, play as tight as you want. Because
That's
what
what
I've
my
noticed
dad
is,
said. No.
if you don't play
That
hands
you
for
had,
4
like,
hours and you
I think you had a
tweak
king and
it,
an ace.
they
That's
still
not a good
assume.
spot.
Yeah, so Ganzfried now with 14,500. Tilly's still over 20,000. Eldridge up to 25 almost. Laak, our short stack, but just still solid $7,000 in front of them. Once again, we are in Rivers Casino in Pittsburgh, guys.
They think that you're getting.
I'm looking forward to kind of checking out the city. I haven't been here in many, many years.
Face up with a big raise. It doesn't matter if you tell them you have ace. They just want to play. They want to play. If they look down at their 6-8 clubs, it doesn't matter what your raise was. That's not their thinking. They're just like, I have
Can you
6-8
just have
clubs.
ace king? I would have beat ace.
Skego says, this is making me want to go play cash game right now. Dude, cash game's awesome.
Felt bad that you got there.
I don't know.
kings,
The
queens.
robot's capable of what?
He's saying the robot is capable of having something other than 2.
I said I'm capable of.
Yeah, but
I don't know about the.
With the all-in. With the all-in, yes.
Well,
Persian Duck says,
But you know what? There's
I think a lot of people are saying the jacks are a fold. What do you about kings or queens? I think queens are a muck too, really. I mean, unless you suspect all of your opponents making these kind of weird moves, queens just don't beat much. I mean, maybe one person is making a move, but you think all 3 of them are?
Is this the first hand? Your first hand?
Queens just don't do very well when you open. You get 3-bet, 4-bet, and then 5-bet in live poker, especially.
It's fine. We don't care.
You can go up to your whole stack.
Wigmaster says we're not folding kings. I mean, there are situations where you do have to fold kings.
Hold on, I need to know for the card.
When you're doing a TV show and people are trying to make moves and stuff like that,
Restraddle.
probably not going to fold kings.
Whatever you want to do.
But
Yes.
Let's all
He said
straddle.
the house rule is.
I've been straddling every
Restraddle, restraddle.
Oh, re-straddle all the way up?
I mean, that's the thing. Persian Duck points out. I mean, is Baker 4-betting with queens? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I feel like Baker's ridiculously polarized there. When I say polarized,
Let me get it, David.
kind of
You're playing 900?
either he has
Pretty strict.
So you just want to do
like aces, kings,
I might need someone to change some.
maybe ace king suited,
Phil cannot resist.
or bluffs.
That was 100%.
I mean, is he 5-betting queens?
How much are you playing for?
You 5-bet queens. I don't think 5-betting queens is a very good play because you're never getting anything better than your hand to fold, and you're getting everything worse than your hand to fold.
Phil
So I'm probably not.
And then
Seacal saying I missed it. What did Baker have? Baker 5-bet, cold 5-bet with king 5 suited.
this is just the best spot ever for action. If you pick up a hand, it's genius.
David Baker did just give away 6,000.
So more pre-flop action here. Eldridge with the raise.
He's
Not the first.
Laak's got a 3-bet. Baker 4-bets.
raise and Phil.
I love the timing of this play. I love the timing. Nobody would think Baker would do it again, just like 4 hands later.
You wake up with your hand. It's pure genius right now.
I'm playing 10
I wasn't
behind.
planning on
10
looking,
total.
but
I tell you, David Baker looks like my accountant,
I was just going to first one, Phil.
and he's just a stone cold killer. And that play works. And he shows the 3. I love that. I love when you get caught and then you just go right back to the well because nobody thinks you will. Jock Boy saying poker is so stupid, 98% luck. I beg to differ. The stats tell a different story. No, I mean, I do think in the short term, there's a tremendous amount of variance in poker. And the reason the game works is because there is luck. People wouldn't play if there was no luck. You're not going to play with anybody who's better than you because you just lose money. That's why chess is not really played for money anymore. There's not enough luck in there. So, I mean, it's kind of like the perfect amount of luck because the bad players win just often enough to think they can do this. Harman makes it 400 with kings. We'll see it flop. Really no reason for Harman to slow down. See, I think over the long term, I think poker is all about skill. Short term, obviously a lot of luck. Once again, welcome to Rivers Casino, Pittsburgh. David Tuchman here for Poker Night in America, the cash game. Some good names here. Sam Ganzfried, the graduate assistant who worked on Claudico. The computer who played heads up in the AI versus Brains Challenge. He was one of the guys who worked for that for Carnegie Mellon. He's here. Jennifer Tilley, David Eldridge, Matt Glantz, Phil Laak, Jennifer Harman, our most recent Hall of Famer, and David Baker, ODB.
Sam, get in the picture. Can you get us all in? Are we all in? Okay.
Like to keep the show as interactive as possible. You can join us in the chat room. Kapalua 2483 now in there. Six Lad, Seakelch 22. Welcome, guys.
Throw your chips in the air and wherever they
If you want to make sure that I see your question or you want to just say hi, you can always tweet me at Tuck on Sports.
See for him.
Yeah, thank you.
Jill, if you could hook me up with some real hands right now, I could make a lot of money because,
these are good pictures.
you know, they don't think I ever have it.
Wow. We could not be more photogenic. I can't see very well because I have my contacts in.
I'm not even sure if you're allowed to raise.
There's Wi-Fi here. You don't need this.
Igor says, my Friday Underground cash game is like 85.64% luck. That might be true. I haven't been to your Underground Friday game.
I think Sam looks the best.
Can I come?
The poker room Wi-Fi. It's the password is Crosby.
A raise from Baker, a 3-bet from Eldridge, and we have not seen
Being photogenic.
a hand
I don't have anything.
go to flop without a 3-bet or a 4-bet in quite a while.
And then capital
Okay,
C.
this one is going out into the
Crosby.
Jack high flop, and this is going to get Baker in trouble. How much trouble? Who knows?
No, see, live streaming right
When I
now.
first saw it, I
it'll
thought it
be
was a
like
beeper.
an advertisement.
That Verizon thing looks like a.
So apparently there's going to be a slight hum in the background for a while, but hopefully that'll mean the audio will not distort the way it has been.
And I can like put people to the side.
Yo, these David. They put.
Pot's already $5,300.
Look at these guys.
Turn's not going to help Baker get away from it.
No act in this game.
No, definitely not for you. Played aces. I can't talk.
David Eldridge continues firing away.
You need some chips.
But
Now Baker earlier on folded top pair against Tilly on the turn when she had an overpair. He was able to suss that out. This time though, he sticks around. Pot's now over 10,000.
California at the time.
Well, you
Actually,
flew really far.
I was excited to.
set up.
And if a non-diamond comes on the river, like just a random black 6,
You all in from California?
Well, I'm headed.
or a 9 even, I mean, I think that's pretty much a blank too. I don't think Baker's got that many 9s in his range right now. He might call the flop with a 9, but I don't think he's calling the turn with a 9. And Eldridge just bombs away.
I've won more.
Live in a cash game?
In a cash game.
So I think you're going to win like 20,000 today.
What's that? I
think you're gonna break records.
I've never
Personal
won that much
records.
I haven't
in
either.
a cash game. No.
120,000.
Eldridge just moved all in.
The two Davids like to battle.
I didn't have the heart the other day to ask you to donate to the NSPC.
I donated.
Seriously though, does somebody have change for Bob?
Action on Baker.
We could trade back and forth.
I want to thank our sponsors, 888 Poker, Crush Live Poker, of course the Rivers Casino, as we're here.
Of course not.
I actually have a really good hand.
What does really good hand mean to you, Jen? He's not talking like he has a 9, by the way. That's not what he's saying.
I don't have a 9.
Squad 9s for me.
I know, but that Jen might have thought you meant you had a 9 when you said that.
Oh, you don't
I
have
had to clear that up.
I mean, I could only lose if you really did have a top 2 hand.
I mean, at this point, if you're Baker and you have ace-jack, it's all about relative hand strength. People don't realize that. Yeah, ace-jack's a strong hand. You have top pair, top kicker. But when your opponent fires 3 bullets and then bombs away on the river, ace-jack is really just a bluff catcher. Eldridge isn't like value betting a worse jack for this amount of money.
And then it didn't work out. You folded. You lost 200.
So at this point, Eldridge either has you beat or he's got a bluff. And the question you've got to ask yourself, how often is your opponent bluffing?
Disappointed after that hand. It's like
So comfortable, huh?
You want me to go over and feel his heart rate?
Feels
Jack
like
10.
It feels like an illusion.
What's that?
Yeah, like
You
a Jack
can
10
see
that hand?
on the Twitch, man.
I didn't watch it.
Tell you.
Seems like you had a 10.
Eldridge does have Baker covered.
You have queen.
I mean, there comes a point here where it doesn't really make a difference how strong your hand is if you don't think your opponent's ever value betting worse. Baker called. Baker called. He's going to pay him off. Big pot for Eldridge. That's another big pot for Eldridge. Remember earlier on where he got bluffed out of a hand by Jennifer Tilly? If he doesn't fold that one, this guy could have been up 25, 30 grand already. Table audio will come back, guys, I promise. Trust me, we're here for like 24 hours. We're going to work the kinks out, I swear. Our crew is too smart not to figure it out. If for some reason it doesn't work, you can address your hate mail to Brian here at Poker Night. It's all his fault. Kapalua says, very surprising that he calls. Yeah, I mean, I'll ask Baker about that one. There were a couple of interesting plays that Baker made today. Maybe I'll come in the booth. When I say the booth, I just mean like a table. Wigmaster saying he's at the top of his range. He has to call. I assume that's what your thought process was. Ray Smucko says, poor Brian, let's blame someone else. Okay, who should we blame? Got to blame somebody, right? It's always somebody's fault. Baker picks up jacks. I'm going to assume that he rebought. I don't know for how much, though. We'll figure it out in a second. Hey Chester, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. We're showing you a cash game, man. Rivers Casino, Pittsburgh. That's where we're at. Poker Night in America is the cash game. 25-50 blinds. A lot of times there's a straddle in there, so it's basically a 25-50-100 game. And Phil Laak is at the table. Baker has rebought. Looks like $7,000.
Phil, what was the biggest lesson you learned when you did the competition, the limit one?
Can I just?
I mean, I don't know. It's not a lesson, but I was surprised how human-like AI optimal limit heads-up GTO perfect play can feel like. I was blown away how human. You'd see the reveals. You know, you'd see you bluffed on, and I was like, oh my god, wow! It was spooky how you started to feel like you were playing something that had a personality. I was like, this is so weird. Because
did it seem like it went with momentum and stuff? You mean like?
It Very, very
Just had to
squeezer
call
with
it
moves,
that's all.
careful, smart, aggressive, like all the
Should be on
things.
Steam
Humans
tilt too.
are
At least
more
I made a good
emphasized
phone call.
on
The hand
this
version,
thing that was just impersonal. I was giving it an emotional, like saying it's like this, it's like this.
So you could picture, you pictured some
a really sharp kid that was fearless.
with glasses.
Everything right. Just did everything right.
I didn't care about flags. No, I just like to start.
No, because he had flags. No, because we knew we couldn't put the Vegas chips on the table. That's all.
Like
Well, wait, the one you played against wasn't doing everything right. I mean,
right, it wasn't.
Yeah.
And the exploitive stuff. We went over and we thought about how to get more value from it. And
Probably against gaming commission rules.
I was just surprised how easy it was to give it human emotional.
Someone said just better for the game to have more chips.
Terms that didn't apply to
could you
it.
picture it? Could you picture it as like some guy with
really
glasses on and just like
really sharp
doing
guy
it?
that was fearless.
Straddle pot once again. 25, 50, 100.
It's great. It was like, wow, this is what I want to be like.
Glantz has kind of stayed out of the fray since early on.
Who's unwrestleable?
The bots.
But he decides to raise this one.
That good. They make you feel like you're playing a super wizard. Just yard.
And he takes that one down.
Hi.
Seven-handed poker, I kind of like
You
it.
guys embarrass me into
How can anybody call you?
Oh, yeah? Embarrass me into playing your hands.
A lot of times people ask me how to improve your game. I actually think playing short-handed is a really good way to help you improve your game. Many times you go play live poker and you see some dude getting all mad because we're short here. Go get a guy from the must-move table, whatever it might be, because they don't want to play short-handed. But if you want to improve your game, I actually think playing short-handed is really important.
That almost.
It forces you into much more marginal spots, and you have to make tough decisions. Eldridge now up to $36,000. Guy's crushing.
Okay.
No. /poker night.
Now everybody
Sorry, I
knows
have my
we're
cheat
here.
sheet here.
I'm back to the game. I did my duty.
Lockdown.
That's super lockdown, Sam.
See you later, Sam. Hey, it was nice playing with you, Sam.
Are you going? We have a bunch of people here playing.
No, we
Yes, yeah, we'll see you later.
supposed to talk and say, no, I want to show you what true lockdown looks like.
Great play with you while you left.
Super lockdown.
Phil, say hi.
Hello,
Hi to
Periscope people.
What's up,
Jennifer,
Jen?
say hi.
Hello. I used to be on Periscope, but I quit.
That's weird that he would walk
You
away.
quit? Matt Glantz. This is Matt Glantz.
Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere.
Say hi, Matt.
What's up, Jen? Hall of Fame?
Is Jennifer Harman periscoping this?
David. Baker,
Is she?
say hi.
That's awesome.
We're having a ton of fun.
I haven't really figured it out. I mean, I periscoped a couple of things. This summer during the World Series of Poker, I went to Sen of Japan,
That's Periscope.
my sushi hangout. And by the way, kind of the hangout of every World Series of Poker player, like late night. So I bumped into Jeff Madsen right after I think he won a bracelet or came in second place for a bracelet, and he had like a cool dinner going on and everything, and I periscoped it.
Cards while I was in the hands.
I don't know why though. I mean, a couple hundred people were like watching and going cool, but I didn't know what else I was going to do with it. Oh, and look at the river, Eldridge, everything going his way.
Oh, really?
Eldridge spikes is set on the river.
So don't show the cards? Don't
Oh, Baker. Baker.
Covered that.
There's the bet from Baker. Here comes the raise.
That makes sense, but I
David's
would never
involved
follow
in the
that.
hand. Oh, sorry, now we're on me.
I mean, fortunately for Baker, I don't think he's going to pay Eldridge off, but man.
Been in the hand a lot.
Against David. It's the two Davids.
What happens is the Davids basically fish out and get the money from the other people, and then they have battles.
Yes, that's Jennifer Tilly.
Yep, that's right. I'm playing together with Phil. Very, very infrequent occurrence.
We have girlfriend and boyfriend playing in the same game.
Yes.
Only a lose-lose situation for
Oh,
them.
boy.
Yeah, no, and then David battle gone awry again. By the way, the frustration is so rare. Look, we got to capture it. It's so rare. Look at that emotion. This is about
Kobe 34. He actually spiked the set, but that it turns out to be a full house. He's got a set of deuces.
He's on in total command. Wouldn't you agree, Jennifer?
Which
I would agree.
in turn is a full house. Doesn't really make a difference though.
He is always
It's all semantics.
That's the thing. Here.
Nonetheless though, bet for Baker, Eldridge raises,
Breaking into the web, the flow.
and Baker trying to figure this one out.
Probability curves of call, fold, get the Terra call it becomes, you know?
I mean, not a lot of money went in, so it's kind of like, you know, Baker's trying to figure out, what did you check back?
Ask the people, do you think he's bluffing?
You know?
This guy.
I don't think you have a flush.
He bet 3,300.
He bet 3,400.
No, he raised. He raised the river.
This is one of those weird things where it's like, it doesn't make a lot of sense unless, until you call and your opponent turns over
The other
deuces.
David raised it to 3,400. You think he's bluffing? You want to read these, David? See if you can make a call here.
Give him advice. The Periscope people should tell David what to do.
Hate to miss even one hand.
Somebody said you look constipated.
Me? Oh, David? That's a read.
Oh, that's
a river
That's a
right
good
there.
read.
I
Constipated.
like Jennifer Harman's hair. She's looking good these days.
Are you getting a lot of hearts?
Yeah. I forgot about the hearts. Yes, it's a cash game.
Cash money. The orange chips are worth 1,000.
Igor says 5% that he calls. I take that action. You're going to give me 20 to 1? I'll take that action.
That's what I can beat.
He says only 5% that he calls. So it means I'll take it, 20 to 1.
Jen, if 2 wrongs don't make a right, do 3 rights make a left.
That's it. Wait, 1,
I never thought of that. That's true, though.
3,
Phil's figuring out
4.
right
No,
now.
it makes a straight.
You know I don't want to call that again.
3 rights.
You must,
1 right. 2.
Yeah, Kapaloo actually says this one is tougher than the ace-jack versus queens, where he called a few hands ago. I tend to agree. I mean, the ace-jack versus queens hand was a situation where, you know, your opponent showed strength throughout,
It's kind of like
and unless you think you're he's bluffing,
Phil's
you know,
down.
you just can't beat much. And when your opponent turns over an overpair, it makes sense. This hand was played a little bit, you know, differently, and it didn't make as much sense, except the fact that Eldridge, you know, hit a deuce in the river.
Wow, David Eldridge. You just get there.
All right, I'm going to focus.
Nonetheless, though,
Win some money. This is
nothing going Baker's way.
Say hi, Sam.
Hi, is this for Twitter?
Does anybody want to order
Periscope.
Periscope.
Yeah. Phil's playing a low stack.
Eldridge is crushing the game.
Speaking of which, hey David,
Kind of just, you know.
can you give me the
ended up there.
5K of this casino?
I want to go out there and be on Periscope.
We're going to have all the Vegas chips when we're done today.
I'd prefer to not have them when we're done, but
Oh, I'll try and undo it. Yeah, but if you keep
I'll
beating,
take them all if I win. If I have
Gonna play some
money.
poker.
just trading a
Take care,
checker for a
everyone.
checker.
Just wanted to include you all in the fun.
Like you keep your money
Take care.
in the crown.
Poker
royal
night in
bag.
America. It's a blast.
on
Bye
you.
bye.
Oh, I keep thinking that I'm the big black.
Jay Zeiger, I do remember you, man. Good to have you here in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, you got me one time there.
Yeah, I went on Periscope once and I got like a bunch of those hearts,
I was.
which I guess that means people like it.
Without it, it's
But I don't really know,
I
like,
know, but you didn't intend to.
I don't know why I would use it or when I would use it. I mean, I guess it would be cool, like, okay, so let's say my kid starts playing soccer in a couple of years. I can Periscope his game so my parents can watch him from Florida.
That was a raise.
Does that make sense?
Satellite's over. We need a seat here.
That would be cool, I guess.
Dynamic in this game is
You got to get the action going tomorrow like this when we're all in the tournament.
it either happens or doesn't. Like I was
Frank Ocean says, what was he trying to get value from anyway? I don't mind the bet by Baker. I think betting with ace-7 is fine there. I mean, I think you can get called by worse. I really do.
Hands are.
I think when you get raised, though, it puts you in a really tough spot.
poker night in America.
Harman, who has not really 3-bet very often or light,
Oh, Jen. that's a great
decides
picture.
to do it somewhat light here.
Chris took it.
I didn't take a picture.
Players seem to be attacking Eldridge's open. They know that he's opening pretty light.
Yes.
you knew. Okay. Thank you.
Nice one.
But I didn't have to tell the truth, right? Because it's poker.
correct. You can say, "Oh,
I
did you
will.
raise? Huh?"
Phil says once you walk through the door of the casino, anything you say is fair game. If someone says, "Are you hungry?" he'll say, "No, I'm not hungry," even if he's hungry, because he feels like I'm in a casino now. I should tell the truth.
Baby, you can't give up all the secrets.
That's amazing. That's really funny if it's true.
Baby, keep it closer to the vest. You know that way it's easier for me to share things with you in the future.
That's a threat.
They're correlated. Your ability to get my inner
Sometimes
thoughts.
Phil tells me things, and I don't know it's a secret. And I'll be like, that guy owes Phil $100,000. And Phil's like, whoa. We can't wait.
Yeah.
We can't wait till we get to the cocktail part of the day.
I knew you could only sit out one hand.
I made it a big way down that other hand.
It's just only because you're about to play a pot. I'll let you know it's a green checker there.
Harman's opening up her game, that's for sure.
I love poker.
We don't play any hands.
Well, I bought it for 05 just in case something happens. Like
What are you in for?
In the
Baker with the best of it, Queen 9. Tilly's got a small piece.
And then I'll be involved pre-flop and an 8 comes in the flop. It's called making set. And then the hand continues to
I check the line.
win the pot. That dynamic could unfold in the future.
I don't even think you need a set in this game to put in 10,000. Like middle there.
Yeah, anything can happen.
How much is that?
Lockdown Sam came right back. I'm surprised. I thought it's break.
Baker bet 700 into 1225. Action on Tilly.
John Bradman, Bill Dave, Q and Gene. Anybody else want to pile in Omaha? Table number 13.
She's going to raise. She's going to just attack. I tell you, poker players are ruthless. They smell blood in the water and they just
cannot put out that without getting.
they go all the way.
They do like to raise this.
Just getting.
I mean,
All in.
Were you here last night?
How much more is it?
That came in at 3:30 in the morning. That's
kind of a weird spot for Tilly to raise
No.
with a pair of 4s.
I'll go to Omaha. Peel up. Yeah. 25.50. 25.
But Baker's decided to go with it.
Yeah.
Moves all in for about $5,700, so it's $3,300 back over to Tilly.
It's called, like
I
you talked-
enjoy Peel up much more.
33.75.
Well, I think I have to call, man.
You don't have to call, Tilly.
Oh, more 30.
You actually don't have to call.
All right.
1, 2.
Once, twice.
She's not quite getting the right price.
All right, that's okay.
Jennifer, it's
It
more.
was close, though.
Before anything happens,
Yeah, yeah.
Jennifer,
What,
before anything
how much
happens,
is it? Let's
it's not.
put the right amount out. 33.75.
Plus
I don't know what your
24.
original bet was, but it's an additional amount. The number he said was
It's
the,
like 5,600 or something like that.
Oh, I thought it was.
I said 33.75 more.
Yeah.
You
So-
can make up your mind what you
What
want
was
to do.
the
Pull
amount
back
she
to
first
1,000.
put out?
She put out 2,400.
So
It's
put out
33
2,400 and then
It's 33.75 if you want to call. Very gentle.
So it's $33.75 more.
It should be on the draw though. Or
I mean, against his range, if you think he has, like, you know,
I don't think David gets many big pockets.
some flush draws in his range, some combo draws in his range,
I think you're on a flush draw.
and not as many, you know, just naked nines,
Straight draw. 'Cause you would say,
you're getting almost 3-1. You probably do have to call.
I would really
I'm probably not raising if I'm Tilly in the first place.
see where you're at.
So it's hard to kind of like answer what would you do if you were in this situation. But I think if you actually found yourself in the situation, I don't think you can raise and then fold.
Sixes, they're. Yeah, I hate my life.
The possibilities.
Come on, you have a great life. How can you hate it?
The possibilities.
Are we kind of expecting a 7 or a 4, aren't we? Neither player with a spade in their hand.
I can beat 9-10.
Spades are irrelevant at this point. Only a 7 or a 4. And that is not a 7 or a 4, my friends. Baker does double up.
Did you have flush draw?
Finally, something goes David Baker's way.
You have a 9?
That was a good river.
I thought, what are the odds? Everyone checks to you. You're on the button.
Don't worry, I'd have bet anything. That could have just been Queen 10. You made a good read.
Hold
It
up.
was just
Slow roll may be
unright.
coming.
I'm so sad.
It's so funny how each poker night in America cash game takes on a completely different dynamic.
She's never slowed anyway.
It's like, you know, one show,
He said slow roll coming.
you know, we did a show in
Maybe.
Turning Stone where there's like 3 November Niners.
Yes.
But I have one
Well, that was Florida, actually.
Check the line.
Either way, you get the November Niners there, and Joe McKeon, and Thomas Canuli, and Alec Torelli, and Bart Hansen. So you've got a bunch of like cash game
I would
pros,
have told it.
You know what have been over.
and the game plays so different
He's back.
I'm back. I'm only stuck.
than it does today.
You're only
Really
back
strange.
A little bit. Don't worry.
Thanks for bringing me down to earth, man.
That's cold.
God forbid I
Very
feel good about
cold right
myself
there.
for one hand today.
Don't get too excited.
I wasn't. They said it.
It's only temporary, David.
Yeah.
Don't. It's just you're
That's
borrowing the
okay.
chips.
They said it on me.
Yeah.
Don't get mad. Don't shoot.
She won't slow roll,
Don't
but
shoot the
she'll
repeater.
No, I wouldn't slow roll you. I'm not. I'm not.
You're not showing.
Needles allowed, slow roll top.
chunky, but
Eldridge,
I'm gonna take a new one.
our overwhelming winner right now, with over $39,000 in front of him.
I don't know.
Two players at the table you might not recognize if you're just joining us. On the left corner of your screen,
He's not back. He's
the guy who's not Jennifer Tilly.
I think
Yeah,
even
the one without boobs. Yeah, that's Sam Ganzfried.
most likely to get
I can neither confirm nor deny that he has boobs or not, but it doesn't look like it. Ganzfried, by the way, Carnegie Mellon graduate assistant, worked on the computer Claudico, the heads-up computer program that played AI versus Brains. There's a look at him wearing the glasses. The other player that you might not know is David Eldridge, who has over $39,000. He's on the right side of your screen. You can see his beard.
Of a checker. Chip checker.
I make it.
Again, a straddled pot.
900.
Laak raises, Tilly calls.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I was just trying to speed up.
6, 7, 8, 9.
There you go.
Actually, sorry, Tilly has 3-bet this.
You can call.
There's no winning in poker.
You can fold. You can go all in.
Oh my God.
I had a better hand than that.
Wow.
I had.
Ace jack and ace.
Wow.
Wow.
Ace jack off suit.
Ace jack.
What is
yeah,
this?
yeah.
Phil's folding king queen suited pre-flop.
They just folded hands that you and I would have gotten
That's
10,000 in
disgusting.
each with.
What's up, Natalie Storm? Welcome.
I'm just gonna never play a hand. That's
Wolf Run Escape.
Phil,
Survive.
Phil,
I like it.
on the button. Unfortunately.
Hey, so how do we get a poll up? Can we do that
I'm always on the
It's like
button.
quarter 50, right?
Whatever. It's all good. I had a hand.
on break? Cool. I want to get a poll up there. Like, what is Jennifer Tilly? What's your favorite movie Jennifer Tilly's ever been in? We'll take like the random 4 that you think,
Yeah, the button's not right.
including the one that is.
David Baker, I'm coming for you.
You can read my mind, I hope. Everybody's favorite, exactly.
No, not that. What? I'm coming for you. No, I'm coming for you. First I'm coming for you, then I'm coming for him.
Frank Ocean, yes, it was. Claudico was the heads-up no limit computer that played against
Matt,
the Jason Less, Doug Polk,
I will never come for you.
Let's talk.
Don Kim, and Bjorn Lee.
Talking is not one of my strong points. Yelling is my strong point.
At the time they played, Doug Polk was the world's #1 ranked heads-up player. Each day featured 2 750-hand matches over 8 hours against each of the humans for a total of 20,000 hands per player over the course of 13 days. There was one rest day in the middle.
Yeah. It's good.
I never go after my neighbors in a poker game. Always
All right, 4 queens with an ace is your winner for that hour.
9 high flop.
My hand starts now.
Tilly with the best of it.
I have.
Johnny, I think it's just you, man. One hand sample size is Bride of Chucky, one of the funniest movies ever. I enjoyed that. Chris Hansen in the house.
How do people wake up with these hands? I had a good hand too. Like even if she's going crazy or anyone.
Chris, by the way, walks around with a North Dakota flag. He's very proud of his state.
Oh, I didn't notice. These have the little penguins on them. That's cool.
Nobody in the world knows what's going on with North Dakota sports, but if you follow Chris Hansen, you know, because he lets you know.
Maybe.
He's all over that. Oh. Chris Hansen, by the way, also can do about 443 push-ups.
Are you laughing in relief or you?
Can't breathe. That 5,000 is not relief.
Relief? How can I be relief? I'm in 30,000. Dave's going to take me out in one hand again.
KLG 420 says, Tuck, I know you won't acknowledge the question, but does Tilly Laak dynamic greatly take away from the game? No, I don't think it takes away from the game. I think it just adds an element to the game that you're aware of.
Now I'm not anxious.
Like anything in poker, there's a whole bunch of different things that get added in, and there's all different dynamics. You know, if a guy goes on tilt, that adds an element to the game. If a businessman sits down and the guy just drops 50K and goes, let's gamble, that adds an element to the game. If you know two buddies are playing, in the same game, that adds an element to the game. So in this case, it's just another element that you need to make adjustments for.
I'll give you the red salad table like this.
Take a look here. Nobody really short stack, which is nice to see. Phil Laak and Jennifer Harman, both with nearly $10,000. A lot of money on the table as well, which is nice to see.
I know.
I mean, we're in Vegas.
One of those guys gets, yeah, it's awesome. No, it's today. Today? Second half today. With 10,000.
Players going on a break in about 20, 25 minutes or so.
Yeah, in this trip.
So I see our crew, including Brian, frantically running around to try to figure out how to figure out the sounds.
We're restarting a computer.
I have faith in these guys, man. Trust me. They're going to get it done.
We'll go over there with the camera and just like yuck it up with the guys that are left in the satellite about, letting them know the action over here. What's that? Break in a half hour. They better hurry up. I'm gonna be out of money.
The computer's crashed.
People hating on North Dakota.
Because I'm gonna need a borrow. Yeah, he said we're breaking in a half an hour.
Oh, that's a good movie. I know. We know which movie my favorite is. Yeah. No, we're gonna put a poll out there, which is Jennifer Tilly's. What's the best movie she's ever been in?
Go to the bathroom.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can just go to the
I
bathroom.
would have brought less.
I do.
Whenever you want it.
I'm a huge Tilly fan.
You look-
I would have brought more if I knew someone wasn't coming. I knew that I could borrow.
Yeah, the audio's bad, isn't it?
Sean was not. If I knew Sean wasn't.
Yeah. Well, we're tinkering with
Just
it.
go to the bank tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Saturday tomorrow.
It's hard. These things are hard. Live streams are hard. A lot of moving parts, as they say.
You're open until 5.
I'm the only one that got it. All right. Come on.
So are you aware that we're doing a sit and go right now?
Yeah, they've been showing the table. Actually, they're showing it right now. I think.
Yep. We're gonna.
I think it's underneath this beautiful chip count. There are players that are battling it out. What are they? By the way, Todd Anderson on the line here. Todd Anderson, are you the president of Poker Night in America?
That's the technical term, yeah.
Technical term. Okay, fair enough. The brains behind the mission here. So, hey, if you want to blame somebody, blame Todd.
You can blame me.
Yeah.
So wouldn't be the first time.
How's the Saturday working?
It's well, the way it works, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
The way it works is we're actually allowing local players from Pittsburgh area to come and play in a single table satellite. It's $1,000 buy-in. It's structured to last about 4 hours, and the winner is going to take the whole 10,000, and we're going to put them into this game. So we're calling it the hot seat. It's a chance for locals to mix it up with the pros and the celebrities in this game. So it's kind of a good story. I mean, we're going to have somebody's going to come off that table very soon, and they're going to get a chance to do something completely unique and play with Phil Laak and Jennifer Tilly and Matt Glantz. A lot of fun for somebody.
And somebody can turn their 1,000 into possibly 35,000.
Who knows? Yeah, who knows? But yeah, it's basically a free roll. But it's the experience, right? I mean, that's really what it's about. I mean, it's just a chance to do something that you don't get to do every day.
I mean, for me, it's all about money.
Well, you're not alone.
I'm
for
shallow.
me, I like experiences myself. Like there are things that money can't buy. Like I was able to play Shadow Creek last year with Phil Hellmuth. Not bragging, I'm just saying I couldn't have gotten on there on my own. It doesn't matter. But
you can't just pay for it?
I don't think so. You need to be with a member. And it's pretty high class. I mean, I saw the first 3 lockers in the locker room are like Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, and Bill Clinton or something like that. It's nuts.
Did you see my locker?
Your locker was way at the end.
Yeah, but I had a locker.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm not sure if that's what that was. Maybe it was your gym locker.
Yeah, probably. Todd Anderson, David Tuchman here. We're at Rivers Casino in Pittsburgh for Poker Night in America, the cash game. Ganzfried with the best of it with Jacks right now. No, I'm with you. I mean, hey, to me, it's all about experiences. Money comes and goes.
We're going to be doing this at every event moving forward.
Yeah, that's great.
Giving people a chance to win their way into the game with a decent-sized bankroll.
Another diamond out there. Ganzfried has a jack of diamonds as well. He's going to check.
I try to be active for a bit with Twitter and Instagram.
I mean, if you're Eldridge, you kind of have to bet this.
And then it just went.
I mean, there are some ace-high hands where you might think you've got showdown value, but ace-10, I mean, I don't think you're floating on the flop to just like, oh, well, let me see if my ace-high is good. You kind of have to bet this. And I think if you're Ganzfried, you certainly can't fold. You're going to call one time and then kind of evaluate the river.
Win.
Fitzo says that was not a locker, that was a janitor closet. Man. How was the golf course, by the way? Is it good?
It's the most amazing thing I've ever played. I mean, It was phenomenal. You didn't even know you're in Las Vegas. It was bizarre. You could have been in North Carolina with the trees and the vegetation and stuff.
See, I would do that like the Masters. Like if I could play that.
Well, who wouldn't want to play?
Yeah, if I could take my dad, like that would be. If I could take my dad to Augusta, that'd be
a dream.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another one of those courses. I mean, you just got to know somebody.
Do you know anybody? Can you get me on them?
No, nobody of that caliber. No.
Does anybody at home know anybody at Augusta that can get me on? Because that would be, I would be willing to trade some serious something.
Now is that a bad card for Ganzfried? Because
no, I think it's actually a good card for him because Eldridge has a diamond and probably won't bluff because of that. Like it's if Eldridge just had complete air here, he might bluff at it, and then Ganzfried might talk himself into folding. But I think because Eldridge actually has a 10 of diamonds, he thinks he's got showdown value, and I think he might check this back. It's one of those weird things where if he, it's a
I
really
think he's going to fire, and I think it's going to be a tough call.
Yeah, but he's firing an amount that's kind of a value. Now he's trying to get value. If he was bluffing, he might actually bet like 4,000 and make it really tough on Ganzfried. I think it's a small enough bet that it's really tough for Ganzfried to fold when he's got the jack of diamonds.
I hope he calls, obviously, but I was just curious to see if a little diamond peels, if this is a bad card for him, holding a jack. He might fold this.
He might. I mean, if he thinks this is kind of a value, the problem is you're getting, man, he's getting like 5.5 to 1. He doesn't have to be right very often.
Right.
I think I would lose no matter what. At least 300.
I mean, if I'm playing, I have a general rule. If I'm getting more than 5 to 1, and I'm either A, playing against tournament players, or B, playing on a TV show where guys are trying to make moves, I'm not folding.
He saw that red ace and he thought, ugh! But it was the heart.
He's coming in.
And I just think if Eldridge is actually bluffing there, I don't think Eldridge is bluffing, is he? When he's at 10 of diamonds?
Just completely annihilated.
He probably thought he was good.
Right, like he's a little small value bet, right?
Ace, 8 of spades.
A little bit thin, I think.
Win that hand pre-flop. Except spades.
I saw.
Thank you. Ace, 8 of spades.
Another pot for Eldridge. I'm sorry, another pot for Ganzfried.
Ace, 10 jacks. This is my hand. Get aces here.
The two kind of like amateurs, I guess, at the table, huh?
I don't know much about Sam. I mean, he's obviously a smart kid. And I don't know, obviously, I don't know his history in poker. He seems to be holding his own, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it helped that he had aces and they got 3-bet, 4-bet, and 5-bet into
Yeah,
him.
that was wild.
Yeah. That doesn't happen to me very often.
Baker told me last night he's gonna be firing crazy.
It's worked out well for him.
Yeah, it's really worked out.
You should try that more.
I hope he has enough bankroll to get through the day.
We have 2 more days after this.
Well, he's going to be playing the tournament tomorrow.
Okay.
So a lot of these players that you see today will be playing the tournament tomorrow, and we have a whole new lineup for tomorrow.
Who's on tap for tomorrow?
We've got Dennis Phillips, Tom Schneider.
Ooh, Donkey Bomber.
Actually, Phil Laak was not supposed to be in this lineup today, but Sean Deeb was sick, so he's substituted. So he's playing all day tomorrow. Cool. Phil's going to be getting up after the break here to make room for this new player.
I like seeing Laak in the game without Tilly.
You do? Yeah. On his own. He seems a little more reserved today, don't you think?
He's definitely a little more reserved.
1, 2, 3, 7. Double suited. Flop is 4, 7, 7.
Tilly with the best hand right now. It's just ace high.
1, 2, 3, 7. 4, 7, 7. So I chop trips and ace just to go.
She doesn't fold very easily.
No. That's what makes her dangerous.
Yeah, she does not fold. She doesn't like folding. Like if you're gonna try to get her to lay down a hand, you got to be willing to fire more than one bullet, or don't even try.
Nice.
Well, she already had the best hand. Eldridge with a gut shot. Not much going on. So when you're in Pittsburgh, do you get a chance to check it out or no?
You know what? I don't venture too far out. I mean, there's enough around the hotel that keeps me occupied.
Running 10s here. I think if you're Tilly, you probably want to play this. She's gonna bet. I mean, obviously, if she knew what Eldridge had, she'd check and let him bluff at it.
I don't think you can take a worse one than that.
That's pretty special.
You just can't get screwed.
We're going to be kicking some field goals this weekend, though.
I heard that.
You brought your cleats, right?
I brought my cleats. What do you think? I'll throw this out to Twitch audience, okay? Well, maybe I'll put a little thing out there. What is the longest field goal that I can kick?
That you can?
Yeah.
Have you ever kicked a field goal before?
I probably have, like, growing up. I mean, like, growing up, like, on the high school field, like, just messing around with my buddies.
That's the last time you tried to kick a field goal?
Yeah, but I'm an athlete, man.
Okay. Let's start with extra
the last
point.
time I probably
Like
the last time I
extra
probably
point.
did it was probably 15 years ago, a while ago, and even then I probably did it while I was drinking.
Were you a straightaway kicker, kind of like Dempsey, or were you like are you a side, like a soccer style kicker?
I'm probably more of I'm a soccer guy, probably.
Okay, because I was thinking, as somebody that's never attempted to kick a field goal, it'd probably be easier to do like a straight leg, just hit that thing with your toe, as opposed to, I'm guessing. We'll find out.
Yeah. So
I'm thinking if anybody hits an extra point, that'd be impressive.
Like the real extra point now?
Old extra point. Like
I think we should put prop bets out there.
Where you snap it from the 2.
Oh.
And you're actually kicking it from approximately the 10. So it's a 20-yard.
No, it's like an 18-yarder.
You think you can make that?
Oh yeah.
Sure. You don't have any question about it.
I have no question.
Okay.
Dude, I'm an athlete. I mean, I'd like 2 or 3 shots.
Let's make it a current extra point then. So now
that's like a 33-yarder.
It might even be 37.
Is it? What's the current extra point?
Quick. What's the current extra point? I thought they snapped it from the 20. Don't they snap it from the 20, which makes it 37?
Well, somebody let us know.
I don't think most people can easily tow a 20-yarder. I would make a bet on that. Like when
we can't. There's no way. There's the most people thing we can't do.
Well,
I'm willing to put. I'm willing to put a prop out there, and fair enough. We have some gamblers in the house. I will put a prop on. I want a number though, a fair number on what my over under on.
Persian Duck says it's 37 yards. I would. There's no way you're making a 37-yarder.
That's a hard field goal. I'm not. I want a fair over under.
We went from 20 to 37. It's not that much difference. We started
That's
at 20.
a huge difference.
All right, let's just split it down the middle. I do not think you can make a 27-yard field goal.
27-yard field goal. Is that a fair?
No, let's make it 30. Let's just make it a 30-yard field goal. You're kicking from the 20.
No, that's a 37-yard.
No. I mean the ball is placed at the 20. We're not going to be snapping it. There's not going to be a line of scrimmage. You're just going to kick the ball. Is it on the tee or somebody holding it?
And what are the odds that I injure myself while I do this?
You could get a quad. A lower leg injury, as they say in hockey. That's you can identify with, right?
Oh, I forgot your name is Jennifer.
Pimple Popper asking how much I can squat.
I wish I knew that.
We were playing.
I carry my kid all the time.
Do you remember we were playing Loudon Thinks up in Turning Stone? And the question to the waitress was, how many push-ups can Chris Hansen do?
400.
And she comes over, she's like, 500. And he's like, do you even know what a push-up is? And he gets down and he starts whipping off push-ups. He's like, I can do like 20. What do you think?
So sad. She was 6. She was never.
I mean, I'm still active. I go hiking. I play hockey. I think I can. I think I will if it's a reasonable number, and I've got to come up with what a reasonable number is. Apparently, Chris Hammond from the Cincinnati Bengals will be there with us. Is that
really?
right?
This is the first I've heard of it.
Ray Smuckles just said this. So apparently, I want to know, like, what's an average person? What do you expect they can kick? And I'll add a couple of yards, and I'll take the over. And I'm willing to.
I think you're going to do better than anybody else that we bring.
I don't know about that.
Well, I know who we're bringing. So.
Out of the people here, who are you bringing?
I think if we can get Laak out of bed. Nolan.
I give the odds 2-1 on that.
Nolan.
Okay, I can outkick Nolan.
No, you can outkick Nolan. Probably Dave Baker. Dave Baker wants to come.
Come on.
Okay, I know.
I can kick him too.
Sean Deeb was going to come too.
Yeah, I can outkick Sean Deeb also.
There's really nobody. There's no threat.
I'd love to see. I mean, I'd almost want to see Phil Hellmuth kick just because I'd love to see him fall.
Well, he's not here.
Right.
Schneider's a deceptive athlete.
Is he?
Yeah.
I can see that.
He's like a 2 handicap.
Wow, that's good.
He's legit. I played golf with him. It was embarrassing.
A 2 handicap. That's not easy. Playing 25-50 no limit hold'em, guys. You see the $100 straddle in front of Glantz. That is a $100 chip. So the straddle is on. We're 7-handed. So a lot of action, a lot of pre-flop action as well. Jennifer Tilly, as is normally the case, kind of holding court. Phil Laak picks up 9s. Expect a raise right away. We're at Rivers Casino in Pittsburgh. Love to keep the show as interactive as possible. Best way for you to do that is join us. Poker Night. It's at twitch.tv/PokerNightTV. We're here all weekend long. Pretty much about 12:30 Eastern Time, 1 o'clock Eastern Time, till about 8:30, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That is today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Monday, I believe we are live streaming a final table of the tournament.
Yeah, we have a new show coming online called Poker Night the Tour, which you're going to be one of the lead announcers. So on Monday, we're filming a final table.
Yeah, pretty excited about that. Phil Hellmuth, Jason Somerville, Maria Ho, also involved in that project. This is an interesting flop. Eldridge open-ended. Laak's got the nines, but obviously not going to like seeing the ace out there. Glantz has got the ace-6.
Right, it's not a6 of clubs. You know? I would call it ace.
Laak is one of those guys that will always adjust his play based on the table, and I think one of the reasons why he's kind of stayed out of the fray a little bit is because everybody else is playing like maniacs.
No, I was small blind. It's tough to give you action when you don't play any games. I want to, but...
Eldridge just calls.
You usually don't get the speech and the call. That's impressive. Right.
Turns a 6, and Eldridge now with a pair, and he's open-ended. Glantz with 2 pair. So are we kicking the field goal at Heinz Field?
No, we can't get in. The NFL's got this thing against gambling and anything related to gambling.
Really? That's funny since they have a partnership with DraftKings.
Ouch. Let's not go there.
I don't have to go there. It's already there. I mean, Jerry Jones and what's the owner of the Patriots again? Kraft. They're original investors in DraftKings.
Yep. Strategic investors.
How convenient for them to pick and choose what they like.
I'm looking for a 7 here. That'd make this interesting.
I thought a 6 made it interesting.
That makes it interesting. Well, a 7 would have made it interesting in Matt Glantz's favor.
Yeah, this is an easy bet spot, and even more so because if you put your opponent on an ace, you can beat your opponent's ace because they have aces and 4s with whatever kicker they have. You have aces and 6s. So it's an obvious easy bet spot for Glantz. Just a question of how much he wants to bet, how much value he can get out of this hand, and it's always a player-dependent thing. I mean, he's not checking it, obviously. Is he?
Oh, man, there's only one hand you can call me with now. That's bad. You're not calling me with
Fizzo, thank you, man. I've never been called the James Brown of poker commentators, but I like that. Did he check that back?
Checked, yep.
So I checked.
You know, my instinct is to call him a girl, but that's an insult to girls.
Ouch.
How do you check that back? How do you check back ace-6?
What's he afraid of, a 4?
I assume he's afraid of a 4.
You're right, I wouldn't call it 8.
I mean,
Well,
he's not 7-8. 7-8 was already there, so it's not like, 7-8.
You'll be able to question his manhood on the football field here.
I don't understand that, though. It just doesn't make any sense. Glantz strikes me as a linebacker type, doesn't he?
No, not at all.
Kind of like the slow linebacker?
He's a finance guy. He really is. There's
right. Sees the cat manager.
I've actually played paintball with Matt. He's not a killer.
When did we do paintball?
That was in Florida last year.
Oh, that was so. You know what? The first time ever. So I was in LA, and a buddy of mine. We have a friend that's like a English guy.
Something tells me you have a big hand coming up.
Yeah, this could be a big hand. We'll get to my stupid story in a second, which is not important at all. So straddled pot. Oh, and Ganzfried has already opened it up.
Remember that?
Laak's been pretty quiet, right? So
yeah, he has.
Big pair.
He just called, though. He does this. I've commentated on Laak a lot of times, and sometimes he'll play these hands sneaky, a little bit slow. Yeah, out of the position. Wants to kind of keep his opponents in there. Ooh, Tilly picks up top pair. Ganzfried with the overcards plus the flush draw. Laak with the over pair. I mean, everybody likes this flop.
So I'm assuming Laak is going to check raise this flop, don't you think?
Not necessarily. He could. I mean, it definitely wouldn't be out of the
What do you
realm.
think if Jennifer gets involved? Then he's gonna pop it, don't you think?
I would imagine so. I mean, Tilly's drawing just really thin, obviously. I mean, she needs an 8 and only an 8. Ganzfried looking for a king or a diamond. Laak just needs the board to hold.
So Tilly just raised, right?
She raises in the weirdest spot. She's such an unconventional player, which makes her tough to play against in some regard. I mean, she raised earlier on with like second pair and backdoor hearts.
Now watch, Ganzfried will probably just shove now.
Laak calls, and Ganzfried's hand is strong. But he's now deep. I mean, remember, this is a guy, I think he bought in for $5K, and he's now got like $14K in front of him. I don't know how the money affects him, and sometimes, you know...
Yeah, you don't know.
You know, if a guy's only bought in for $5K and now he's got $14K in front of him, might not want to gamble with just overcards and a flush draw. I mean, the fact that Laak has called this bet shows a lot of strength. Pot's 5,100. He's just going to call this. Pot's now 6,100 and change. I mean, Ganzfried doesn't even know. I mean, Ganzfried might not even know if his diamonds are good. But he knows his king is good here. That, in a weird way, that's actually the best card for Ganzfried.
Probably, yeah.
Because when you get a bet, a raise, and a call, you know, your opponent's range has to be like some flush draws. And there might be a nut flush draw in there. Laak's going to bet. He's not that deep anymore. Ganzfried's certainly not going to fold, and I think Tilly can easily get rid of her hand. And Laak, by the way, is drawing dead because the queens are dead. I mean, it says 1%, but...
Yeah, it's dead. There's
they're
four,
dead.
Unless there's a fifth queen that we don't know about.
Yeah.
What a turn card for...
Yeah, this is an easy just call spot if you're Ganzfried.
He's having a good day, huh?
He's having a good day. Kind of day you want to have. One of these days I want to play on this show, and I want to have a day like that.
You will.
Yeah. Well, I want to have a day like this, too.
As long as Alec Torelli's not at the table.
Right.
You been watching his videos?
I do watch his videos. Actually, I'm pretty excited. We've got him, Torelli, we're going to have him on board at Crush Live Poker as well. Pretty excited.
He's impressive.
He's a good player. Good player. He's not flawless, though, by any regard. I'm not afraid of him. Bring him on.
Well, then I'm afraid of you.
It's a nice poker room, by the way. Got a hand at the Rivers Casino. Came here last night, played for a couple of hours.
Oh, did you?
It's a good room, yeah. It was like I got in at like 10. I was in LA time still, so couldn't go to sleep. So Laak has moved all in for 7,700. Ganzfried moves all in over the top. Obviously, Tilly gets rid of it, and Laak is drawn dead. Huge pot.
By the way, we're not running it twice at all today, just so you know.
No running twice, okay. Well, you could run this 14 times, and it wouldn't make a difference.
You could run it 1,000 times, it wouldn't make a difference.
Unless, of course, that fifth queen were to come on. So Laak's going to go broke, and Ganzfried's day continues. Wow. So it's like amateur day here at Poker Night in America.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's why poker's popular.
We were talking about it before. I mean, tremendous amount of luck in the short term. Skill, obviously, over the long term will win over. But in the short term, a tremendous set of luck. And now it's just a perfect card for Ganzfried because it helped him get paid off. And, I mean, if a diamond comes off, he doesn't get paid. He doesn't even know if he's good. I mean, obviously, we could see he was. But players are going on break, it looks like. So we'll take a break as well. And my paintball story when I get back.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Yeah, it's a really good one. Okay, so players going, is it 10-minute break?
15.
15-minute break, guys. Todd Anderson, David Tuchman here, Rivers Casino, Pittsburgh, guys. Thanks for joining us. Back in 15.